Yo, what is going on? It's your boy Skywalker the Jedi back at y'all with another one. Man, you could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you here with me rocking out, and I appreciate you. You already know this is about to be a wonderfully fun stream because we here today watching Batman vs Superman Ultimate Edition. This is part two of the Required Viewings series of The Flash, right? We're gonna be watching Batman vs Superman today, and we're gonna be going over like why this movie is important to The Flash and like why it's connected and the connective tissue that because there's a very direct through line and why you have to be kind of up to date and having seen these films, right? You don't just have to know that Michael Keaton was Batman at one point in 1989. There's a lot more to this film, that has connective tissue throughout these Zack Snyder movies. So that's why we're here watching them, right? So much love to the entire chat. You guys are super dope. Thanks for being here. As always, we got JT Savoy in the chat. We got A Pass in the chat. A Pass 97. Y'all already know. Much love to A Pass, right? Yeah, I just look. You already know, right? We got the homie Bad Dan in here, right? What's going on, Bad Dan? We got Mama Bear in the building. Much love to Mama Bear Art Dog, which I understand that you had some camera issues the other day, right? But hopefully those things will be you know reconciled soon, and we can get you back on YouTube streaming, right? For sure, because we definitely need you on here. Much love to Mama Bear Art Dog. It's always a pleasure having you here. We got Mr. J in the building. Much love to Mr. J. Right? What's going on, bro? Man, you guys are all amazing. Thank you for being here, yo. I got my copy of BVS loaded up. I'm all zeros. Y'all know I'm over here watching the 4K. But however you're able to watch this film, right? Just go ahead and do that. You know what I'm saying? So much love to all you guys, right? We got yo, thank you guys for getting me to 600 subs. That's super dope, right? I'm glad that we were able to hit that milestone the other night on night shift. Wait, or was that last night? I don't even know. Man, I've been streaming so much lately that everything's kind of blurring together. But yeah, we just recently hit 600 subs. That is fantastic and a testament to you guys and how you've been supporting not only me but the platform and everybody that's been kind of rocking out with it and all that, right? So much love to you guys for helping me pass this milestone, and it's truly dope. Truly dope. We got the homie Zod Ryder in the building. What's going on, Zod? Right? We got General Zod in the building. Right? What's going on? Hope you're feeling great, bro. This is gonna be a super dope stream, and I can't wait to watch BVS one more time, and to get also some of these thoughts out, kind of like post full circle. Now that I went there and I saw it in theaters with Zach there and everything. So look, this is gonna be a super dope stream. So always great to have General Zod in the building, right? Yeah. We got the homie Josh Herrera, right? BVS is still a masterpiece. 7 years later, the Trinity for the win. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Right. We gonna get into all that, right? We gonna get into all that. Right. Yeah, you guys are amazing. Shouts out to all you guys. We got Antonio Lopez in here saying congrats on the subs. No, thank you, yo. Thank you. Thank you. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me send something to Josh real quick, right? Because I want to get Josh take me tweet right here. Yeah, yo, hitting this recent sub milestone is super dope because also right having Mikey on the platform has also been helping me out a tremendous bit. But I also take this as you guys are really rocking with where this platform is going and really rocking with night shift. And I can't wait till night shift is 5 days a week. That's going to be crazy. That's going to be crazy when night shift is 5 days a week. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna be really setting this thing ablaze, right? But yo, shouts out to all you guys. Um and you guys have all been a tremendous help in this, right? So I'll be starting the movie up in a little bit. I just have to make sure that all these um things were taken care of, right? BBS, yo, look, it's such a I don't be knowing what to do, right? Because um BVS is such like it's either that or Zack Snyder's Justice League, and it just goes back and forth, right? Like today, I feel like BVS might be my favorite, but when I, was speaking on it a couple weeks ago, ZSJL was my favorite. So I don't know. I don't know. It's always back and forth with those two films, right? About which one is my favorite, right? Thank all you guys, right? Thank all you guys, right? Oh, shouts out to Michelle, right? Yes, right. Hey, you guys are all dope. DC Talk with Extended is in the building, right? Oh man, y'all are all dope. So look, yeah, I'm on all zeros. Make sure that you guys are on all zeros. We will be starting it up in a bit, right? And I just wanted to kind of come out here and talk to y'all for a little bit before we get started. But as you guys know, we're on the road to 1K still, uh, still grinding, right? Just past 600. So we're over halfway there, right? But we still got a little bit to go, and I'm happy to be on this journey with you guys. So make sure that you guys are liking, subscribing, hitting that notification bell so that you know when I'm going live and all that good stuff. Y'all know what, us YouTubers be having to say, right? So in case you didn't know, now you do. We rocking out with these hashtags, right? Sell ZSJL to Netflix, sell Snyderverse to Netflix. We feel that, or we know that this is the most effective way to see a continuation and a conclusion of Zack Snyder's arc, right? And we're gonna keep rocking out. We are we're really attacking this thing on multiple fronts, right? On Twitter, on YouTube, on Instagram, on the actual platform of Netflix, right? Showing engagement. This is like a multi-pronged thing. So what we'll be doing is continuing to drive engagement, right? And continuing to spread that message that Zach wants to continue his vision, and he would like to do that, even if outside on a third party platform and not WBD necessarily, if it comes down to that. And he said as much during Full Circle when he answered my question, so I'm not really trying to argue with y'all about that, right? But if you are going to rock out with the hashtags, we ask that you follow the rules of engagement, which is number one, be positive. We are having a conversation with Netflix, the current home of Zack Snyder, not WBD, where we have a lot of tumultuous history with, right? So rule number one is being positive, and that shouldn't be too hard. Rule number two is please do not mix these hashtags with others. We are focused on communicating effectively with Netflix and really showing that we are in this thing the right way and spreading the right message, right? So we ask that you not mix these hashtags. Plus, Twitter only respects two. Um, the algorithm does, right? Anything beyond that, it does not count. And number three, we ask that you do not reply to, quote, tweet, mention James Gunn or anybody over at WBD. Don't mention them on Twitter. If there's no reason to, we're having a new conversation with Netflix, and there's just no point in going back and forth with a company that has shown us over the years that they are not interested in our dollars. So, hey, let's just do that and engage with a new company, right? We ask that you follow or be subscribed to ZSJL to Netflix, the official YouTube, and that you're following ZSJL to Netflix on Twitter, as well as myself and Leon of the New Geeks. That's where all the most important and pertinent information will be coming from. Tomorrow, we're having an engagement event over on the Good Austin's channel, where we are on YouTube and on Netflix watching the Justice League animated on Netflix. So actually spending time on the platform. We'll be eating cereal and watching cartoons at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning. So be on the lookout for that. You guys are really missing out if you're not coming to cartoons in cereal. We will be finishing up season 3, and I can't wait. It's one of my favorite things of the week now, and it's becoming like that Saturday morning ritual, right? Also, make sure that you guys are heading on over to inktothepeople.com/sales VSJL. I am having like some problems with my StreamYard and like uploading like some of my older pictures, but I do have we do have this design in like a shirt form, right? In like a shirt form, hoodie, all that, right? Over at inktothepeople.com/sales VSJL. Any proceeds go to AFSP, right? So we're not making any money off of this. Head on over there right now to inktothepeople.com/sales VSJL. Make sure that you cop something that can really go towards a great cause and that also looks super dope too, because Noel Leon Flores, which is a world-renowned visual artist that did these designs, he really did a great job on these, and we want to make sure that we're highlighting them, right? So head on over to inktothepeople.com/sales VSJL and pick you up one of these right now and support a great cause while you're at it, because all the proceeds go towards AFSP. So you guys can go ahead and head on over there and do that, right? But much love to all you guys. We about to get started in a second, right? Bad Dan says that he has to go. Look, it's all good. It's all good, Bad Dan. I'm happy that you were able to stop by, bro. It's all gravy. It's all gravy, right? But yeah, all you guys are super, super dope. Right, all y'all. Yeah, the rule of two, right? We got South Cali guy in the building. What's going on, South Cali? Right? Right. We got Trey, the Bat Channel, in the building, right? Y'all say what's up to Trey. Trey stopping by to go show some love before he goes to see Transformers later, right? Yeah, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna be talking about that over on his channel. So y'all make sure to catch that whenever Trey puts that out or goes live. I'm pretty sure that he'll let the world know, right? So y'all be sure to head on over there. We got Sin Havoc in the building. What's going on, Sin Havoc? Right, yeah. All right, all you guys are dope. So, um, yeah, we about to get to this film in a second, though, yo, because BBS, you already know this is like top tier filmmaking, right? And the fact that this movie was not released in theaters, the ultimate edition that being, it just really will be like one of those choices that really may haunt like the hallways of WB and WBD for like so many years to come, right? Because it's like they're really still dealing with the consequences from some of these things, right? Like it's really wild, right? Where you really have just all these things that have come from just not releasing the director's cut of a movie in the first place, right? And it's really wild. And now we're in this wacky timeline, the wackiest of timelines, apparently, right? But yeah, we about to get to this movie though. As I said, I'm on all zeros. Y'all start giving me some thumbs up in the chat. Let me know that y'all ready, right? And we gonna cook because certain people want to act like these movies is not connected to the Flash, and we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it, right? JT Savoy say, I sometimes wonder if the original incarnation of BBS with Metallo would have been as epic as this turned out to be. Hey, I don't know. I do not know, but I do know this. I do know that I trust Zach, right? That'd have been crazy too. That'd have been crazy too. All right. So I know in this movie, it's sort of, but I'm in the Snyderverse, yo. All right. Hey, we in the wackiest of timelines, apparently. Right, where my hashtag is the wackiest. But hey, we gonna see though. We gonna see. I'm about to put these headphones on, and we about to get to it, Joe. Cause yeah, say Skywalker. We know what the implications of the Flash movie are. Yeah, we do. That's for the that's for the initiated, right? And we are initiated. Aren't we, Bruce? See, I know about the Dark Knight Rises too. Is that taboo to talk about? But look, all right, we about to start this movie in 1 second. I want to see a couple more thumbs up in the chat. I saw A Pass is ready, right? JT Savoy is ready, right? Hey, but I need a few more thumbs up, right? Hey, A Pass said I got my flash kicks. Hey, right? Yo, um, I was just having a conversation about these like advanced ticket sales and how a lot of people don't have their tickets yet, right? And I really thought about it. I was like, yo, I don't even got mine yet. I'm getting mine tomorrow, right? And I know where I'm, man, but it's like I was just checking. I was like, yo, I might just grab them now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to. Y'all already know where I'm going. Y'all know where I'm going. I'm going to that. Hey, that big boy, that big theater, the biggest. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be there opening night. We're gonna be in the building. All right. I see y'all ready. Ill Life is ready. Right? All right. So our film is 3 hours, 2 minutes, right? Oh, you know what? I saw 3 hours, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Mine is 34. It's probably because I got the Blu-ray and it's. I don't know if y'all like do something else, but yo, I can't wait. We about to. I'm actually watching that remastered version too. Oh my goodness, which is the best version of BVS outside of watching Ultimate Edition in theaters. But that was a whole nother thing. But all right, we are about to press play. I'm gonna do a countdown from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. Man, those opening notes. Man, a Zack Snyder film. There was like a little Solomon Grundy little Easter egg right there. Man, being at full circle, like seeing the Batman versus Superman Ultimate Edition pop up in theaters, it did hit a little different. People actually went crazy, yo. They went crazy just at that like little title card, pretty much. Yeah, Zach's little version of the death of the Waynes too, right? Was also pretty crazy because in the Flash movie, there is that conversation with him and Bruce very early on about his parents and their death. So when they're having that conversation, like you're thinking back to this scene here, right? And so um, it's wild them trying to make it seem like this movies or that these movies in general just don't need to be seen or don't have to be seen. Because then you'll lose a lot of nuance that Bruce kind of plays that scene with, right? Oh wait, he said. Oh wait, no, he's in the Snyderverse. He said, "I'm in the scene during the Gotham City GCU versus Metropolis College football game. The cops are watching on the TV. I was in the crowd as one of the GCU students." He said, "But I'm in the Snyderverse." He said, "Hell yeah, right? Hey, South Cali guys in the Snyderverse, part of the Snyderverse, right? Forever immortalized." Yo, yo, Josh in here cooking with gas, bro. Hey, Josh in here cooking with gas. Hey, I didn't say it. Josh Herrera said that. You know what I'm saying? Man, matter of fact, you know what? Let me. Yeah. You guys will be seeing some guests pop up on here as well throughout the show for sure. So stay tuned. Man. Okay, now here we go, right? This scene right here with Batman jumping in action during this Black Zero event, right? So this is the first time that we see like the impact of like a Superman fight or anything like that, right? Or like the potential damage or ramifications or anything like that, right? That's like outside of Superman's perspective, pretty much, right? Like you don't, I mean, you kind of get that in Man of Steel in like a couple of shots, right? Because they're showing, you know, the ramifications, but this is the first time you're seeing like another hero like respond to something that's going on like with Superman, right? And you're seeing like just how much that this event changed the complete like the whole timeline of the DCEU pretty much, or you just see how important and massive that this moment was, right? This is the first time that you're kind of getting a hint of that, right? And you know, in the Flash, you get another scene, right, where it is um the perception that that Barry, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm getting all tongue tied. It is Barry's perception of what happened, right? And it's also like just showing and reinforcing like how much that um that this moment was so pivotal in the DCEU timeline, right? Like everybody kind of had to make a choice and had to respond like after this happened, right? Like there was no more sitting on the sidelines. There was none of that stuff. You were called to action, and that was pretty much because of Superman. If you really think about it, and so you know, it's more so reasons why Superman was also that hero that they all kind of just looked up to because he was the one that kind of brought them into the light, so to speak. Man, I will never, I will never get tired of that shot, yo. It gives me chills every time with Batman running to the smoke, yo, and that music. It just swells and you know does something to me, man. It's like everybody's so shocked. They're just like they're in shock, man. All right, you're the boss, boss. Right? Yo, Life said, I heard rumor that like Netflix was starting to be interested for real. Hey, yo, look, I'm just saying, right? You know, we've been beating that drum. Do they hear us? Said Zach made their fight real. The impact this has on Bruce, the little girl's mom, how it launches him. Oh, his PTSD watching Superman fly above. So much chaos, right? He said, remember when everybody thought he was the Flash because he was wearing those CGI green socks? Good times, right? For sure. And we got Batman here in the beginning of the movie, just like in BVS, right? The homie Leon stopping through. What's going on, Leon? Right? Man. And we also got our first guest of the evening stopping through, right? We got the homie Josh Herrera. What's going on, Josh?
Had to get my attire right.
Right? Hey, what's going on, bro?
Sorry about that. I was digging in some laundry for this shirt.
Oh no, it's all good, bro. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? We over here chilling.
What timestamp are you on?
I'm on 11:20.
All right, cool. Let me get that.
Coming up on 11:30, pretty much, yeah.
Man, so glad you're doing this, guy. Thanks for, I mean, I don't know what Jimmy's talking about. You don't need to see Snyderverse movies. What are you talking
about? Right? Hey, crazy, right? Like, yo, there's so much you're missing out on if you haven't seen these movies, right? Like,
that's what I like. For example, you know, I wasn't really around for cartoons and cereal last week with you and Austin because my family was watching Snyder Cut. But like, you know, basically it was my aunt and my sister who hadn't seen them, and my nieces and nephews. So I made them watch clips basically because I was out. And so they had questions, you know, and I explained it through the movie. But for him to say you don't gotta see it, come on now.
You don't gotta see none of this stuff, Josh. None of it, bro. Right? You ain't gotta have no context. Right? You ain't gotta have no kind of context.
Because here's the thing, you know, I won't spoil anything, but this is a journey with Snyderverse characters in the Flash, right?
Yeah.
That's the emotional hook is the journey of these characters, their relationships, how they interact, and trying to portray the importance of their journey for this whole universe.
Right.
I don't know why he would say that other than he's threatened AF by this movie.
Yeah. Hey, yo, he should be. You know what I'm saying? You know, he should be. A-Pass said that Jimmy smoking that wacky crack. Like, wacky.
A-Pass?
Jimmy Claw. Jimmy Claw. Right? Hey, Dr. Claw, right? Hold up. Matter of fact, do I still got that? Yes. Do I? Let me know if oh my goodness. Hey.
That's the gadget over here.
Oh my god. Hey, that's your boy James Gunn right there, bro. That's
he's a cat person too, right? So as he's over there, you know, got this little chair, thinking he's all invulnerable. I don't know.
Right? Right.
I gotta be, you know, I try to be Mr. Positive, so I gotta temper myself.
Nobody's.
Yeah. Are you seeing? I think I might have lagged. Are you seeing Lois?
I just CIA. Yeah, that's what just happened.
Mr. KG over here.
Mr. KG Beast, right?
I didn't catch that at first when I first watched this. Did you?
What? That he was the KG Beast?
Yeah, I didn't realize at first.
No. When I heard his name, I was like, "Yo!" And then when I saw the way he died, I was like, that seems like they might, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Zach knew what he was doing. He was literally planting seeds so that if somebody wanted to bring the KG Beast back, they could, right? Because that totally would have been in canon.
And that's what I was wondering, because ever since that scene where he saves Martha, I was like, where could he show up? So the reason why I asked Ben that question at Full Circle was because I had this in mind, having just watched BVS with you and Syl, because here's my thing. The reason why I asked him that question, if he was done, just tell us. What were you going to do? You're done, so might as well just tell us, right? And I was
right.
Beast because I had just watched the previous night, and I had figured, okay, I had heard like maybe Arkham Asylum was involved, you know, possibly like a Joker. I had always, we'll get to it later on, but the whole red notes and whatnot, I always got Joker vibes from that. So
yeah.
I was like, did Lex really do this on his own? Or was there like coordination? You know, we know where he gets locked up. Anyways, so yeah, I was like, the only place, what do you think? The only place he could show back up again, really, and take on Batman would probably be in the Batman solo, right?
Yeah. I think that KG Beast, because even though we say that, or we've heard it, there's only Deathstroke in the movie as a villain, I think that there might have been like an earlier villain that he kind of might have been like focusing on or kind of taking on that leads to the Deathstroke thing, right? Like literally at the start of the movie, he could be already like knee deep in a case with the KG Beast, right? And then all of a sudden, this Deathstroke thing kind of starts. So, you know,
it would make sense, right? That and speaking of that, Andy, did you? Okay, I swear, Sky, because I've seen the Flash. I mean, I don't want to brag, but I've seen the Flash a couple of times now. When I saw the final cut, I caught that Batfleck names who he's going after in the movie. Did you catch that? Because I feel like
repeat what you just said one more time.
So I'm trying to be vague because I don't want to spoil anything, but we know in the first act, Batfleck shows up with the Flash, right? And they're trying to take some people down.
Yeah.
In the first two screenings, I didn't think that he said anything, but in my final cut, he names this person, and it's someone from the comics, and I was like, no way! Like I had like, did you catch it?
No.
I'll just put it like this.
No, I didn't hear any. No, when that first group that they were going up with, no, there was no.
It's a crime family and a very predominant one, and I was like, yo, they must have added like that, like ADR, you know, because I was like, no way. And it's funny that this crime family is also in the Batman franchise, so I'm like, ooh, interesting, Andy, you over here. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna.
Ill Life says, I was hoping he'd pop up in like David Ayer's Suicide Squad too. I'm talking about the KG Beast. I'm pretty sure, right?
That would make sense too, right? Because he would be, his power level would be a little bit more Harley Quinn, Deadshot-esque.
Yeah.
Was actually the guy. Wait, Jimmy Olsen. For real?
Oh, yeah. No. That was his code name in the movie.
Oh, okay. Because yeah.
They called him Talon.
Hold up. Zach over here put
He like Jack put talent in there. Like what? Like whoa. Right? Like
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. He left so much. Like just in this movie, we're gonna see he left so much for Ben to take the ball and run with it. You know, like the little Easter eggs in the abandoned GCPD building with the like graffiti in the background.
man, I loved how here how you have Metropolis that's like beating up on GCU, but in reality, that's after they lost Victor Stone, right? So it was like a little bit of like foreshadowing that they was going to be playing with that a little bit later, right?
And this kind of comes back around in the Flash a little bit, right? You remember that?
Oh yeah, right. Yo, see, hey man, hey, right. See, this is why Josh is here, right?
I'm gonna do my best. I'm not gonna spoil anything for y'all because I really want everyone to experience this movie because you're gonna really like this whole thing that you're doing, Sky, is important because you're gonna find out that Jimmy is once again lying to people's faces with the double time.
Like, yo,
there's a, I mean, I'll be honest, I think it's the opposite. You really don't really need to know. I mean, you're gonna get more out of it if you know who Keaton is, but you start in the Snyderverse, and then you go from there to other places, right? So the whole point is to like have an emotional attachment to this universe.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
DC talk with extended. No. I'm a little bit ahead. We're on the part where the girls just closed the gate that the cops was trying to let them out of.
That's good because I was low.
Saying, you know, it's still here. Yo. And this whole, I remember they was like, yo, Batman's introductory scene is like a horror movie. And I was like, yo, how is they going to make it be like, and this is what, you know, almost horror-like introduction feels like for Batman. And it's super dope.
This is why Hans Zimmer is like one of the GOATs because that score, I don't like scary movies, Sky. I'm a pussy. So when I was in the theater, I was like,
love scary movies, right? Yeah.
I was literally because this score right here is just haunting.
It's almost like that Joker thing where you feel like something is like tightening up and just tightening and tightening and tightening, right? And it's like
the tension of that, like you're exactly. I didn't even put that together until you said that.
Yeah,
Hans Zimmer just remixed Joker for Batman.
Yeah, he really did.
Damn. And this is straight out of like Dark Knight Returns too.
Right.
Dang, this poor dude, man. He didn't stand a chance.
A-Pass said, what comic book movie touches on subjects like this? Facts.
Yep. Truth. I mean, I was kind of reliving my journey with the Snyderverse because I had an interview with Bat Dan, and I gotta admit, I don't know if you knew this, Sky, but I was kind of like when I first saw Man of Steel, I was like, I liked it, but I didn't know if I loved it. Honestly, I was one of those.
Man of Steel.
Yeah, I mean,
man.
And it wasn't until I watched.
I get what you mean though, because. All right. I'll talk about it afterwards. Go ahead.
Well, essentially what I explained on Bat Dan's channel is I was in high school when Smallville was on. So that was my, trek over 10 years. When I had graduated college, Smallville ended the previous year, right? So I had all that nostalgic, classic Superman in my head. So when Tom Welling didn't actually do much as Superman, that's what I was projecting. That's what I wanted to see in Zack's Man of Steel. And I was a Zack fan. So when it ended, and I was just kind of like,
he said, "Boo jobs now."
I know. I'm trying to be honest with y'all. Okay, I'm trying to be honest.
Hey, y'all. Hey, look.
Look, hold on. Let me get my description.
I'm just joking, bro. Go ahead, bro.
What falls is falling. I get it. But then my friend who turned to me and he said, "Dude, he was more Marvel." He's like, "It's not called Superman." And I was like, "Oh, you're right." So I watched it again. And I realized what I told Bat Dan is like a lot of the stuff that really hit me the second time around was the Ma and Pa Kent relationship, especially with Kevin Costner, because I was actually raised by my heresy. So,
bro, the way Michael Shannon's face furls up right before he says heresy is like, it's just, that's what gets me too. It's like he's listening to him and he's just like, what the fuck am I hearing right now? It's like, heresy. Go ahead though.
But yeah, no, and so I bonded essentially with just like the parent journey, because I was raised essentially by my great grandparents. My mom and father were in my life, but due to circumstances, my great grandparents really raised me, and so they instilled into me values that Clark Kent was instilled with as a kid. And I really watched it again, and the second time around bonded with the movie on a different level. And I was like, oh, I see what he's doing. And so it spoke to me on a different level after I tried to stop wanting the movie to do what I wanted, and just took the movie as it was.
Yeah.
And quickly after, because Bat Dan helped me remember that it was right after, wasn't it right after Man of Steel that BVS was announced at Comic-Con in July? Because it came out in June.
Yeah, pretty much.
So initially, like, I was like, oh, this.
Wait, was it 2014?
Was it 2014?
Wait, I don't remember. Let us know in the chat. I'm pretty sure that somebody knows.
So basically, because I ran with Man of Steel, because initially I was a little mixed on it. That's what because I turned to my friend and I said this. I was like, I don't know if I liked it. And I was just, like I said, projecting. I want it to be like Tom Welling Superman. Well, that's not. Tom Welling was never playing Superman. He was always playing Clark Kent, in my opinion,
Yeah.
And then when I rewatched it and with that lens and got all my expectations and baggage out and realized they were bringing Batman in to rough up the pretty boy who was brand new on the scene, I was like, yo, this is genius. And then I was like, okay, never mind. Like, forget what I said. I'm heresy over here. Sorry, Zach. But man, Jeremy Irons, man. Jeremy Irons is one of the GOATs, in my opinion. I don't know how you feel about it.
Oh, yeah. No. I think he's the greatest Alfred, right? I mean, shouts out to Michael Caine, but I like Jeremy Irons a little more. I like his portrayal because he's like much more hands-on, you know what I'm saying? Like with what Bruce is actually doing, and he's like more helping him, not just giving him great speeches, but he's like flying the drones and everything, and he's like, he's like fixing his cow and building stuff for him. So, it's almost like they kind of merged him with Lucius Fox a little bit. And I actually like that. But
he was like the seventh member. He was the seventh member of the Justice League, in my opinion, in Snyder Cut.
Right.
Pretty much.
Right. And in terms of like hype, man, when this movie was coming out, I had never, because look, I loved Man of Steel since the first time that I watched it, right? Because on the other hand, I never watched one episode of Smallville. That's like famous for me. I never watched Smallville, right? So Because I was like one of those guys who I thought Superman was cool, right? Because I used to watch Superman, the animated series, somewhat, right? Like, I always remember that I really liked Parasite and like Live Wire and like some of those characters, along with the Clancy Brown Lex, which is classic. You know what I'm saying? Like, who doesn't love Lex, right? But yeah, I was like never super into Superman like that, and so yeah, I never watched Smallville whatsoever. And so going into Man of Steel, like my Superman bar was, I was like, man, you know, it's cool, you know, it's really coming off of the Batman trilogy. I was like, all right, I can get with a more grounded Superman. And when I saw Man of Steel, I was blown away. And then when they announced this movie, I lost my mind. And then just from there on, like, just, oh my God, it's Ben Affleck. I was like, oh my God, right? And then when the picture dropped out of him in the costume with the Batmobile, I was like, oh, you know, it was just like one thing after another. And, you know, that all culminated with that Comic-Con trailer, which I still think is the greatest trailer that's ever been released, ever.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
So you were sold on Ben. You were sold on Ben initially too?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, me too. I was like,
yeah. No, absolutely.
It's genius. Like he's already like well known in the public eye. To this day, he is still carries himself like Bruce Wayne, in my opinion.
Yeah, because this was much more fresh off of the whole Heath Ledger thing too. And I remember I was super upset, and I was like, yo, I'm never gonna do that ever again, because I was upset. I'm like, yo, dude from A Knight's Tale is gonna be the Joker. I was like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? And we all kind of took an L on that one. We all did. And so you know, I kind of learned my lesson. Then I was like, yo, I trust Zach. Everybody else that he has been putting in these roles has panned out. I was like, yo, I'm just gonna trust him. And then when I saw that picture, the first one of him right in front of that Batmobile, I was like, oh, no. We getting something special. And I was right.
Yep. I mean, that suit, man, I was thinking about it. I do like the new Flash suit. I do. But, you know, that first BVS suit is just perfection. It's Alfred. It's close.
Right. And here's the thing, too, about that Flash suit, the new Flash suit. Like, there's things that this suit does that obviously pays homage to Zack Snyder and like what they were talking about in the Snyder cut. And it's just like, yo, man, it really doesn't matter how you slice it. That movie is a follow-up to Zack Snyder's Justice League. Yo.
Well, just little details too. Like I don't know, on my shelf right now. Hold on, let me get it actually. I have the
Hey, gun. Shout out to Mama Bear for never watching Smallville either. Right? Hey, I've heard it's a great show, but I've never watched it. Right? APAS says, I remember my brothers being upset about Heath Ledger as well. Then immediately changed their minds after seeing The Dark Knight. For me, it was even before that. It was when that first poster came out. That whole why so serious thing with the smile or whatever. I was like, yo.
Do you remember that like viral marketing that they had when they were revealing all the pictures and stuff?
Yeah.
That was like crazy. Nothing has ever like come close to that. So I have the Batfleck replica, and just watching the Flash and having just like there's close-ups of this, I was like, damn, they got it.
Yeah, no, it's literally the same one. Yo, I thought about that too. No, it's literally the same one.
And it's like it gave me chills, just little details. Like I think maybe Patrick Tatopoulos must have designed this, but I have it on my shelf because it's amazing. Let me go put it back.
Hey, I was a Christian Bale fan too, but I realize this though, man. Like Christian Bale wouldn't have worked as Batman in Zack's universe. Like this would not have hit the same. Zack is much more of like a physical guy, and I love Christian Bale, but you know, I don't believe that he could take on Henry Cavill as Superman. I just cannot see that.
Like he couldn't even take on Bane barely. Right? Like the dude, I know he was rusty and whatnot, but he had to have Catwoman save him at the end. You remember that? Like
he had to get some artificial knees. You know what I'm saying? Right? Like,
this, you're right. Like people were turning to me like, why is Ben Affleck Batman? It should be Christian Bale. I'm like, are you serious? Do you know Doomsday in this movie? Like,
right? Doomsday. Like, man, that dude is not taking on Doomsday.
Yep, Leon knew. He knew what was up.
It's all good. Iron Will, and thanks for stopping through.
What's up, Will?
Right.
Happy Friday, Dion.
Yeah.
A-Pass. Yeah. So who was your favorite before A-Pass?
He said, isn't that the replica that you build when you collect the BVS figures from back then?
I have a hoarding problem, so I have all the multiverse because I started when BVS ever since BVS dropped the figures and they had to build a figure. Yep, and that's why I bought every single figure, including the Lex Luthor with the Jesse Eisenberg long hair. They made you buy that to have a little piece attachment, and I bought everything. And I still have it.
False God.
And that trailer. Do you remember that trailer where it was like the news was talking, and then you see that CGI shot,
and then you see the oh my God, like yo,
that was at Comic-Con.
This movie is so incredible, yo.
Perry White, man. I did want a little, like Daily Planet. There was a lot going on in Snyder Cuts. We didn't have time, but I did kind of want to see,
more of the Daily Planet.
Just a little bit of like, because I assume we all kind of know, like when Clark comes back, everyone's just gonna know and just be like, right?
Yeah. You know what? I think they tried to cover that with the whole she hasn't been to work thing. Right? Because she hadn't really been to work.
True. She was like,
damn,
like morning probably.
Yeah. Because when Martian Manhunter was like, oh, and they tell you, that you hadn't been to the office and,
true.
Blah, blah, blah.
I mean,
because in Justice, she was back at work, right? When they were having that conversation and she got called thirsty, right?
Don't remind me, Sky. Don't remind me. Oh my God. See, y'all don't have to trust me. That's one. If Jimmy tells you got to watch Justice League, that's when you know that this man,
right?
Trust me, Justice is.
I told you, I was like, yo, look,
dead, bury it.
The thing about this, right? You really got, like, the people that are telling us to boycott the Flash movie are the same people that are against the Cell movement, right? and also you have like recently, like you got people that literally seemingly probably behind like certain pro James Gunn hashtags also telling people to not go see the Flash. And it's just like, wait a minute, hold on. What is going on? Like, why is it like, it's like you got people that don't want the Cell movement, people that, you know what I'm saying, are in opposition to what this fandom has just been doing in general, now telling you don't go see the Flash. It's like, wait a minute, this is some strange times going on right now, right, Josh? It's like these are strange kind of bedfellows almost, well, right?
funny that you and I were lucky enough to see it as early as we did, right?
Could you imagine if we weren't?
Right, because we would be starting behind all the negative backlash. And just to be honest, you know, I've said this, I watch everybody, right? I watch Cool Table and I watch the other table. I've been authentically seeing people just, because I'm nervous. I'm like, oh, what are they going to think? Are they going to literally, like, you know, everything I said or tweeted, are they going to be like, oh, he was lying? No, everybody is coming around y'all and realizing that the hype is real for this movie. It's not that, I don't think, you know, now it's on the final cut, I don't think it's, you know, the best movie of all time, but it is amazing that it is as epic and grandiose, knowing the developmental history, history, right?
Yep, I said this many times. I'm not like, it is the best DC like in continuity kind of movie that I've seen in theaters since BVS.
Yeah, I mean,
right? Like
3 times. I saw it 3
Joker.
times.
Joker was like its own thing, and it wasn't really connected to anything else. But in terms of comic book movies that have connectivity, like, you know, I feel like this was better than Aquaman. I liked it better than Wonder Woman 2017, right? Yeah. And I don't think that that's a stretch to be able to say that, like, yo, it's better than the other DC movies not made by Zack Snyder. Like, I don't feel like that's a stretch, though, Josh, right? Like, it shouldn't be.
I mean, after I saw it, the final cut, if I get goosebumps in the theater for a movie I haven't seen, and I get it consistently 3 times, and I cry and tear up 3 different occasions, that's something that the movie has transcended and has hit me emotionally. I'm an emotional person. So, but it's hard to break through that because I have a hard exterior, actually. And feeling the feels every time is not something I expected, Sky. Dude, I think Andy, he outdid Zach. I'm gonna agree with you. He outdid Zach. But Zach, like I said, to be fair to him, he was opening the door for the next director to do how they wanted to do the Speed Force. But
yeah, I told you when it came to certain stuff, I was like, I don't know, man. Like the running effects and all that, I was like, I don't know, right? Like, you know, and I don't think that there's a problem in saying that, you know, one, that this could possibly be like, you know, better than Aquaman and Wonder Woman, or even certain aspects of the film being up there with what Zack did, because certain aspects of it are, like I said, like when he started running, yo, when I first saw it, I was like, man, I don't know.
You know what he was doing? If you played Injustice 2, he has an attack. There's so many moves pulled straight from Injustice because he has like a charge effect in that game. And he has the sound and everything pulled straight from Injustice. And I was like, oh, they're doing that. That's it.
Right? I know. It was a heresy, Josh. Andy Muschietti better. Hey, I said it. I feel like Man of Steel, BVS, ZSJL are better movies. But, like, there are certain things that he did. And I was like, yo, man, I'm telling you, look, when y'all in the theater, you're going to see what I'm talking about, right? When Barry start running, y'all be like, oh, shit, like, hold up. I was like,
and I don't know. Just that, like, I was even thinking about the performance that Ezra gave, you know, doing double duty. Like, he's charming and he's hilarious in Snyder Cut. But in this one, he's like so much more, in my opinion. And I wonder how Andy got that, you know, like he got a little something extra out of Ezra, in my opinion, that just made
Ezra's portrayal and his acting is off the charts in that movie. Like, yeah, you really kind of forget that he said, y'all bugging. I don't know where he's at.
When you seeing it, Leon? When you seeing it? Right at a theater reaction.
Hey, I'm not saying the Flash is better than CSJL, bro. That's not what I'm saying. Not saying it's better than Man of Steel.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Not saying he said enough with the Zack Snyder. Bro, the Flash running effects, bro. I don't know, bro. It's like, hey.
It would make sense, right? That Sil or Mikey and Sil, you know, have that information that Zack would, if he did see this, it would make sense that he would be re-inspired seeing, you know, what Andy did. In my opinion.
I told you, Barry looks and feels faster in this movie than he did in the Snyder Cut. Like, just when you're watching him, the way you like, I don't know, man. Also, too, I think we were robbed, you know, because even seeing. Never mind. You know what?
You know what?
he's out. I'm gonna need y'all. Find a better way to hype up the Flash. This ain't.
All right. So anyway,
hey, shouts out to Super Bro Corey. Right? What's going on, Super Bro? Right? Nah. Look, when we have, oh my God, look, the Cinematic says seen the Flash movie 3 times already, so I know what you mean with your description. I'm telling you, y'all, it's not heresy. We're gonna have that conversation though. I'm probably gonna do a spoilers review. I'm going to go see the Flash that Friday night, so probably Saturday morning or something. Yeah, Saturday afternoon. We gonna talk because look, and I'm tired of holding back about this movie, and I feel like, you know, it's gonna be some people eating crow, and it ain't gonna be me. I'm just saying, like, I'm sitting here like, yo, it's blasphemy, heresy.
Believe Sky, y'all. Sky would not. He's the leader of this movement. He would not, you know, maybe he's Savitar Sky, but
right, yeah, maybe reverse Sky, right? Reverse Sky. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
but
nah. Bat butt. See that?
Right, yeah.
At full man. I was like, woo, and Bat butt came on. Are you seeing him in the car right now?
Oh yeah, he's got about that bad boy. That is a hard car too, yo. That is a.
It's not the same car from the Flash, right? But it's similar.
No.
Similar type of sleek vibe.
Nah, yo, if they'd have used Zack's car again, yo, I wouldn't have wanted to hear nothing because y'all know that's Zack Snyder's real car.
Right.
Right, yo, if they'd have went and used that car, oh my God. Could you imagine?
There'd be blood in the streets. I was so hyped for this first this first little interaction with Diana. Once again, y'all were doing Maid of Honor, you and Austin, right? You and Austin did the Justice League season.
Yeah.
This is literally it. Like,
right.
This is the scene pulled straight from that episode.
Yeah.
Well, this is the tease.
And look, we know what happened with Zack and WB. We just saying, man, like, y'all gonna see when you see the movie, yo. Like, I'm telling you. And like, also, you do like, and some of this stuff is supposed to be better because it's a Flash movie, right? Like, we really have to realize that, right? Like, when you have the Aquaman movie, he's supposed to be like able to be like a better swimmer or do more cool stuff, or it's supposed to look cooler because it's it's like a solo movie, right? So, a lot of this is supposed to be cooler. So if it wasn't, it would be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like if like Barry didn't feel faster, I mean, The Flash takes place like years after Zack Snyder's Justice League. So if he didn't seem faster, it would also be a problem. Like, yo, why isn't this guy faster? Why isn't he more powerful? Right? Why hasn't he grown in his you know abilities? Right? At all. But you've seen that he's done all those things.
Yeah, I love what you just said there, Sky. When you said, we hear from somebody that contextualizes it's a few years after Snyder Cut, right? So when people want to come up, why isn't Superman in the blue and red suit? Superman has a new suit. The Flash has a new suit. Batfleck has a new suit. Wait, what are we doing here? Like, did y'all watch the movie? Because it tells you that the time has passed, so things have happened already. So that's all I'm saying is, like, if you want to start nitpicking things, maybe you should watch the movie first. Stop speaking out of ignorance if you're going to boycott, and realize that I think Andy did Zack a favor with a lot of the stuff that he chose to do in The Flash.
Man.
Kind of, left things open so Zack could possibly do something.
A lot of things opening up in that film,
I agree.
So
here we go. This world's finest.
When you think there's a cat out of a tree, right? A puff piece article about an alien. Only two could burn this one place down. Yeah, damn thing we would do to stop him. Yo, that's true, yo.
He's letting him know. He's like, who do you think you are, mother?
Right.
But it's also so funny to me that I think, if Batman was not, if Bruce was, in his right mind, he probably would look at Clark Kent differently if he was more focused, and not thinking that, like, Clark Kent is a big dude, right? And these little interactions right now with Lex, if Batman was really focused, he would probably look at Clark Kent sideways, but he still thinks of Superman as otherly.
Yeah.
Right? He doesn't even think, oh, this could be a human. He just thinks this is an alien. So he's not even his detective skills right now, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think that he knew that was Superman at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he was just like, yeah.
He's got, other things he's dealing with. He just saw Diana looking fine as hell. So he's like, oh.
Yeah. Whew, pretty girl, bad habits. Don't quote me, right?
My family loves Wonder Bat. All the teasers in Snyder, they were like, are they going to get together? I was like, I don't know. I was like, letting them know. I was like, there's one reality. I have a comic book where there's like a dream sequence where Wonder Woman goes into reality where Batman and Wonder Woman have a child. I don't know if you ever read that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's like a just JLA. I don't know what number it is, but you see Batman dies in an alternate dream reality, and Wonder Woman becomes a dark Wonder Woman bat creature type of situation. So she's like Bat Wonder Woman essentially to honor Bruce, and it's crazy. They have a kid together, and then she gets out of the sleep, and she's like, "Oh, see, we can't do this because I'm gonna go crazy if I lose you." It's really good.
They be sitting here talking about Superman never saves anybody. He never smiles, right? Like in this scene, he literally comes up smiling, having saved his girl, like handing her back to her family.
Another thing I noticed in my final cut, Sky, Supergirl. I don't think my first two screenings I saw, but Supergirl actually saved some people too. It's real quick and it's real subtle, but I was like, oh shit. They put that in there once again, I think, to kind of tell the haters, like, look, Superman saves people, so does Supergirl.
Right. You said Superman better than Batman, but who won the fight, Corey? Who won the fight, Corey? Right? I was so glad that Zach didn't cop out. He was like, "Yo, like, there's gonna be a winner, yo," and there was.
I mean, there's comic precedent, right? There's a precedent for it. So
Hey, but not only is there a precedence, but that's what would happen in real life if he went up against the Bat of Gotham. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just gonna tell y'all, it's called Detective Comics and not Action Comics for a reason.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, right, the Bat.
Look at Sky's shirt right now. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Tell you everything that you need to know.
I mean, the Superman's the go. I mean, we'd have none of this pop culture BS if it wasn't for this right here. Look at him. He's like, and this man is perfection as him. Look at him.
Oh my God.
Born to play this role.
I love this Neil deGrasse Tyson monologue. There he is, an alien among us.
And getting all these real world pop, predominant commentators was genius by Zach, making it feel like our world essentially.
Right.
Because 2016, we got to contextualize and remember what was happening in the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of talking heads. We're talking heads right now too.
Right. And, what's wild too is hey, I'm about to sound like your boy Jimmy Pistols, right? But I can understand Superman so much in this film. I feel like him just trying to tell people to go see The Flash. So everybody's like, oh my God, right? Fake Snyderverse fans, agenda, heresy. You know what I'm saying? Savitar Skywalker, this is all over the place. I'm like, yo, hey man, see? This is what happens when you just try to do some good in the world, right?
It really does feel like that, right, Sky? You're just trying to put out.
No one's saying good in this world, right? Yo, just trying to put out the truth and trying to do the right thing. Just right.
We're trying to motivate the people to realize that it ain't what we thought it was, and they don't believe. They don't want to believe. Like
they don't want to believe, right? Must there be a Superman? Right? There is. Oh my God.
There is. So get on board. Deal with it.
Said Batman has more award-winning comics, shows, movies made, more money overall, and is constantly adapted. Superman is possibly the biggest icon, but Batman is the crown jewel. Oh man, bruh.
I mean, yeah, I love me Superman, but I mean it's because how it relates because of Batman. Because that's my whole. I don't know if you know my story, Scott, but that's Adam West Batman was my number one because my grandpa used to record episodes for me. And
man, I used to actually watch that show when I was young too. With them like walking across the windows, they doing right,
doing the pow bam whack. And Eartha Kitt was my first Catwoman ever. Eartha Kitt,
right?
So everyone else, like pop culture, when I watched the Super Friends, I was like, oh, no way, the Superman knows Batman. Like my mind was blown as a kid. And that's like somebody said, I think on one of the streams, like Zach gave us adult Super Friends. Maybe it was Leon who said that, but I was like, yeah, he pretty much, he went with that template. It's mature, it's sophisticated, but it's the Super Friends.
Yeah. Hey, yo, it said Batman is hero support. Providing the cast is about all he's good for. Yo, that's crazy right now, right?
Corey, I love it. I love the conviction. I love it.
Right.
The Batman TV series. Oh, yeah. That A-Pass, that was something that I'd boycotted for a while. And then I realized, I was like, it ain't too bad.
Batman 66 was as real as Nolan trilogy when I was 6, right? Yeah, right. We was like, yo, this is realistic.
Because I jumped in season 3 when they had Batgirl. So I was like, oh, there's a Batgirl.
Right? Man, that red phone, bro. Whenever that red phone used to ring, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Oh man.
I got a whole 66 Batman shelf too with those McFarlanes. So I'm like, every one they release, I'm like, I don't need this, but I need it.
he said, Corey, stop it. We're literally watching a movie where Batman whoops Superman's ass.
I mean, he put Batman v Superman, it's Batman first. So,
right? This dude just got poked up in a prison, right? And he passed off the shank. Man, look, I can't believe that. First of all, I believe that man's name is C.T. Fletcher. He's like a bodybuilder.
Yep.
Right? And it's just wild how Zack filled out all of these characters with people that like we know from our real world, right?
Exactly. Yeah. He made it our world. And here's our setup for our 7th member of the Justice League.
All right.
Because he said during BVS is when he started thinking about the idea at Full Circle, I think is what he said. So I wonder if while it was shooting or before he was shooting, if he like added dialogue or anything to kind of start planting the seeds and inspire an amazing Cell shirt that is available right now.
Right? Goddamn Gotham Bat thing. Yo, Lawrence Fishburne, as Perry White, not 1938. Yo, Lawrence Fishburne is so dope. Man, they had top tier actors, just everywhere.
Freaking Morpheus in the freaking Snyderverse. Freaking Morpheus. Like, come on. And I was like, oh, he's going to Marvel. And I was like, dang, they're going to do something crazy with him. They ain't do nothing with him in Marvel. I was like, Perry White's more iconic than Goliath right now. Yep.
He said, and then this same Batman led the Justice League and had them resurrect that same Superman that he beat up. Batman is so cold, bro.
You did do that, Leon. Dang, I didn't even think about
it. Come on, man.
Batman said, I've changed my mind.
Right?
Yep.
He said Batman beat Superman, a room full of terrorists, and Doomsday in one night, and probably failed the monkey on the way home. Right? In fact, as facts, he probably spoiled the mugging. He just had to stop and just get that done on the way back,
Batman does the most all the time.
Right? Justice League Doom. Just saying. Hey, that's facts.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Mama Bear, right? JLA Tower of Babel, a.k.a. Justice League Doom. Batman's not to be trifled with. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Here we go, maid of honor. Straight from
right?
Justice.
Over this.
Salt enough Hajj. Look at her. She's like, ooh, what's she doing?
Corey said, hope is better than justice.
Hey, you got to complete that Trinity, though. There's a Trinity. Hey. There has to be a Wonder Woman to balance these two badasses out. So we can go back BVS back and forth, but there's a reason why Wonder Woman's here too.
He said, "Ain't gonna be no Batman slander on my watch." Leon said, "No type of slander, no Zack slander, no Batman slander." right? But we wouldn't even slander Zach. It was just saying, bro, the effects, bro.
When it's real quiet, sometimes I just randomly hear Leon's scream for Batfleck in my ear, just randomly. It's just like, oh my God! Like I just randomly will hear
the goat. The goat.
Leon's scream is like the Superman echo from Snyder. Oh,
right. Uh-oh. Wait, this scene that's coming up, man. I always got to stop what I'm doing and highlight it, man. Especially this remastered version with the IMAX. Oh, my God. We coming up on a nightmare scene, people.
I made sure my family watched this.
So excuse me if I get quiet.
New York City right now.
Right. Yo. Shouts out to New York, too. Oh, my goodness.
To Gotham. Shout out to Gotham. I used to live there. Dark side doing y'all dirty.
Right.
So do we know if this is Commissioner Gordon's jacket? Or is that just...
I don't know.
I kind of was always like... I feel like that could be Jim Gordon's.
I don't know. Oh, my God. What if it was Jim Gordon's jacket?
And a story behind why he honors him, you know? Because Zach plugs in details for reasons. Like this Joker card right here.
Yeah, which we definitely got an answer on that later about where that came from.
Mm-hmm. Zach is the king of setting up and paying off.
Did you get it? The Rock?
I was looking at this hot toy. I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to pull the trigger on that Nightmare Batman and Black Suit Superman hot toy.
Right.
Too clean. Too clean.
Setup.
This is Dark Knight Returns Batman right here. Going ham.
Right.
When I saw this, I was like, holy. My theater was like, what's going on? I was like, oh my God, it's injustice.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because people try to like count this as like Batman using guns, and I'm like, bro, it's a nightmare timeline, bro. Like you got Superman out there killing people. Like, you really think Batman about to be not trying to use guns no more, bro? Like, I mean, still.
If Batman kept his rule, he'd be dead. Like in the morning, you know, he'd be dead like that. You know. So we got to be like, wake the fuck, you know. What did Zach say? Wake the fuck. I mean, like Michael Shannon said, it's either you die or I die.
Yeah. Hey, and he meant it.
So Superman had to do what he had to do. So Batman got to do what he's got to do when you have a Superman that has succumbed to the anti-life equation.
Yo, I love this 4K version. You can see like almost every little individual dust particle. Yo, like this is so crazy.
I'm watching on my laptop I'm like blown away by the crystal. Like Zach's the GOAT for getting them to do this, re-release this, because this is what we needed. 4K IMAX, man. And man, seeing this at Full Circle Sky, dang, with that sound,
Oh man, we got the homie Necron in the building. He said, "Parademons running around, Batman ain't got time to play, bro." Right?
He's got some bugs to kill. He's like, these people, they ain't nothing.
Shouts out to Necron.
What's up, Necron?
Corey said Batman may have beat Superman because he cheated, but Batman would have been screwed if he killed Superman. No way Wonder Woman and Batman would have killed Doomsday. Hey,
True.
Batman would have found a way. I don't care, Josh. The first Barry Allen appearance, bro.
He looks so good. Look at this.
Time traveling.
Pay attention to the lightning too, the effect. And so right there, we just saw people want to claim that haven't seen the Flash. Oh, well, Batman knew that the Flash could time travel because in BVS, look,
he didn't know what the hell happened.
He just woke up from a dream and he tells Wonder Woman, I almost had a premonition, like a dream. So do your research.
Did nobody know he was time traveling, yo?
People be tweeting. I'm like, did you watch the movie? Did you watch the movie? Shout out to Good Austin. He's been jumping in my tweets trying to get all these antis who haven't seen the Flash. I appreciate that, Good Austin.
Man, look, I don't even be engaging with them, yo. They ain't trying to have no healthy discourse. Josh, you know what I'm saying? Like,
every time I question them, I was like, have you seen it? They'll never answer. They're like, no, and I'm not gonna watch it. Well, then okay, then shut the You don't know. You don't know what you don't know.
Can't lying to me.
Alfred's so cool.
I love like the amount of respect that they have for one another, right? This is nothing like that relationship between Robert Pattinson and Andy Serkis.
Don't even get me started on that. I don't even
right.
That probably
would this dude is like, bro, I'm telling you, when he almost died for him, and then the first thing he said to him when he woke up is, "You lied to me." I was like, bro, this dude almost died for you, bro.
I was more excited for the person playing Alfred than I was playing the Batman, honestly. But it's funny because originally, like I told you, Jeremy Irons. So originally at Full Circle, I had planned to ask Zach on the panel what like his conversations with Jeremy Irons were about formulating this version of Alfred, because I was going to tell Zach that he is, in my opinion, the 7th member of the Justice League in the Snyder Cut. Mm-hmm. But then when Ben showed up, I was like, oh, shit, hold up. Let me redo my question. Right. But I should have asked Ben the same question because I listened to Jeremy so much.
I had so much stuff going through my head about what question that I was going to ask. And then like literally I didn't even settle on one until like I literally like stood up. Like I was like, oh my God. Like, yeah, I was like, oh shit, here we go. We about to ask this question. I was literally like making it up as I was going along. But hey,
so important that you did. It was so important that you did to get that on camera, that authentic reaction. So props to you doing that in the black suit, in Zack Snyder's Superman suit from the Snyder Cut. Because you got it pretty early. You were like the 4th question, I think, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
So because you did that, Sky, we are doing this. You know, we have this motivation going forward.
He said, the Batman is such a garbage-ass, pretentious, goofy-ass movie. And I'm arguably the biggest Batman fan you'll ever meet. Oh, my God.
I tried to, like, I was like, all right, I watched the bootleg and I was like, maybe it'll be good. And I was like, nope. Nope.
He said Batman doesn't know Spanish. Hey, Ben Affleck speaks like multiple languages. Right? Like,
that's what. Why are you going to downgrade? You're going from a Batman 20 years in the game, and then you're going to give us that? Mm-hmm.
right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Super Sky. That's Super Sky right there. Super Sky.
Yeah. Not to mention Penguin with a Cockney accent, right?
Were you impressed with that Penguin?
I didn't mind the Penguin. It was just, I don't know, man. Like I liked how him and Gordon was roasting Batman in that interrogation.
I did like that. Yeah, you're right.
he was like, really?
Yeah, you're right. I'm just like, we'll see if that show gets made because Colin Farrell's supporting this strike. So I don't know.
He said, bro, if Zach has Batfleck speak Spanish in the next Justice League, total bitch laugh. Hey, yo, he already speaking Russian in this one. You know what I'm saying? So
Icelandic, I think, when Snyder cut.
Right? Oh, yo, I'm not. Yeah.
It's over. Like you said, it's over. It's a wrap. Batfleck, hands down, the GOAT. This Batmobile, yo.
Look, here's the thing, right? Now, Josh, how would you rate? Because look, I'm gonna ask you first, right? Because I ain't about to, you know what I'm saying? But how would you rate the Batmobile chase to the Bat bike chase in The Flash?
You know, there's a lot more that happens in this scene. Having seen it now several times, I can say, but dude, if maybe if, because what I'm thinking of right now, that cape, how that cape flaps in the behind that bike cycle looks so freaking clean, and just the way the functionality of that bat cycle, like I think I have it somewhere. I got like all the Flash stuff, but dude, I think, damn, that's a hard one. There's a lot more that happens here in this scene.
Yeah, it's like weird, right? Because this is like there's much more of an emphasis on like the Batmobile because Batman plays such a bigger role in this actual movie, right?
Right.
But that Bat Cycle chase was super dope. I'd probably edge this, but it's dope though. Like,
yeah, it is worthy. It's worthy of Ben Affleck.
It's worth having a discussion about, is what I'm trying to get at. You know.
Yep. Because you see it in the daytime, you know, and so the way it moves, it's like a beast, just like the Batmobile. It's a beast of a motorcycle for sure, and it's got a lot of functionality that. Let me see. I think I got it.
Yo, Necron's going off. No more cosplay Batman. Come on, bro. Like, yeah, Batfleck is the GOAT. Batfleck is the GOAT, yo.
Like, I got the Bat Cycle from the Flash movie, and I haven't undid it yet, but this thing is like, it's got all the functionality that you haven't seen yet, but you'll see it in the actual movie. It's legit, y'all. It's legit, and the suit looks clean on top of it as well. The new Bat suit. I wasn't rocking with it in the trailers, but and it's got like that blue tint to it, that blue Justice League Batman tint. Ooh.
What I also love about this scene is like really one, the look of like bewilderment on Bruce's eyes when he sees the Superman for the first time, right? Because he kind of pops up in his like way. But also, I love the way that they had set up with this Batmobile, like just plowing through everything, and this thing is a tank. And then it literally bounces off of Superman like a little thing. It's like, no, bro.
That sound they gave, think, like just like they were like, "Yep, you met your match, Batmobile." It's okay. We got Alfred working on that mech suit. We got Alfred working on that mech suit in the back.
Right.
You will.
You already know that Clark still heard him too. He was like, yo, that's why it's so dope that, and he probably knew that he could still hear. He's like, bro, you can still hear me. Like, hey, you will, bro. Just so you know, you will bleed. Like, and he does.
Superman probably looked back like, what you say?
He's like, man, this dude, bro.
He's like, you lucky I got to meet Lois.
Right? You lucky I'm about to go have dinner.
And I just love it's simple, but just seeing Ben without the mask and the suit is just so, it looks so freaking good. Straight from the comics. Look at that. Give him that look up, like slowly, and he slowly kind of like reveals how tall he is.
Right.
Yeah, he did. I mean, straight out. So how did you feel about Jesse Eisenberg, Sky?
Oh man. I saw what they were doing, right? And you know, I didn't look with this film going into it. I was so hyped, Josh. There was nothing that anybody could do or say that was gonna that was gonna take away from that, right? And I was like, yo, it makes sense. Like, if you had some billionaire right now, he probably look like Jesse Eisenberg. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially like, you know, if the head of a tech company, like right now, what would they look like? Right. And I didn't mind him having the red hair. Lex had the red hair in the comics at first. And I already knew he was going to end up being bald. And I was like, yo, like, let's just check it out. So, and when I saw the movie, man, don't get me started on Lex, yo. Like, yo, my favorite scene is him talking to Superman at the end of the movie. That's literally my favorite scene in this whole movie. It ain't none of the fights, none of them. It's literally him talking Superman down to his level and being beneath him. It's so crazy the way that scene is shot, yo. Like, Superman starts out way up here, and then the more Lex keep talking, he just keep coming down and down and down, and then he's ends up on his level, and then a second later, and now God bends to my will.
There you go. There you go.
Right?
He knows what's going to happen. He's like, all right, I had this all worked out.
Right? And so, yeah, just everything about Lex, I really loved it. You know, his theme music in here is dope. Like, you know, it's great casting, yo. Great casting.
I loved it because it wasn't what I was expecting at all. But when you see at the end,
yo, Necron is wild. He said, but exactly Skywalker, he would be some young, eccentric weirdo. Right? Oh my God.
Because I respected him, you know, like that whole one of the things I love about the Scarecrow in Batman Begins is like I respect the power of the mind over the, you know, the body. And so it kind of has that same type of template of the Scarecrow, you know, he's all brains. But then Zach was going to give us that Kryptonian Lexo suit.
Oh my God, right?
Oh, we were gonna get all that. We were gonna get all that. So I'm still holding out. That Kryptonian suit makes a comeback in the Flash, though.
Yeah. See, look, hour and a half in, right? Almost. And this is like Lois Lane is figuring all this out. You know what I'm saying? This is all set up for that last. I mean, the last hour of Zack Snyder's movies, like his comic book movies, yo, are insane. If you really look at it, like he's 3 for 3 with with the last hour. Man of Steel, BVS, and ZSJL.
He set the template in the blueprint in Man of Steel. You're right. Because it just freaking goes and it don't let up.
Right? Because you know, a lot of that. If you really think about it, Zach seems to be able to hold everybody's interest in these third acts like for quite a long time, right? Because usually the payoffs in the ends of these movies aren't like the last entire hour, right? It's usually like the last 30 minutes, 40 minutes or even something like that. But that would also speak to why Zach likes these longer run times, right? Because if you are going to have that huge payoff at the end with like an hour long, pretty much like going from one set piece to the next, you really have to build up, that level of like care for these people, right? And for what they're going through. So it doesn't shock me that he's a fan of these longer run times.
I mean, the man has always gave us his art as he intended, So we shouldn't expect anything different. Like, he's gonna give us everything. He's gonna give us he's gonna shoot all his bullets.
Right?
This scene, I'll never forget this scene, how it plays out. My friend was she jumped like when when what's about to happen. She was like, she was like traumatized. My friend who was not really like expecting this to happen. She was like, holy shit. She was shocked that Lex pulled this off.
Yeah, and the fact that he was even willing to send Mercy Graves in there, right? He's like, oh yeah, just go in there and go hold my seat for me. He knew exactly what was about to happen.
So here's the thing. These notes that I was talking about earlier, right? So I had asked Zach and the panel on BVS Day about the development because I don't know if you ever read it, Sky, but there was a script for Batman Superman. I don't know if it was called Batman v Superman yet. But essentially, Joker and Lex Luthor in that movie kill Bruce Wayne's fiance at the beginning of the movie and start tormenting him and influencing him to fight Superman. So when I saw those notes, I immediately had a flashback to that script and I was like, yo, was this kind of like something that maybe they were kind
of carried over, right, from that old script,
or teasing, like a potentially like, because we know where Lex gets locked up, right? And we know he makes friends where he's locked up. So I don't know. I was like, interesting.
Man.
Anatoly Wan, you did that girl dirty, man.
Right? Don't even care either.
Dang, I used to live in New York and I was always nervous. Ever since that scene, I was like, ooh, kind of get nervous in the subway.
Right? There go some of those people that we be seeing on Twitter yelling out with the no alien.
I'm looking at my phone right now and I'm still seeing notifications. I was like, oh, let me focus on this masterpiece in front of me right now.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Man, that courtroom would be so silent as soon as Superman walked in there.
Mm-hmm. Like, look at this costume and this man's physique. and think that you could do better than this? Well, I guess. Good luck. Good luck. But that's my Superman right here.
It's a day for truth.
Remember that from that teaser?
Oh, yeah.
Or trailer, actually.
They like, what is going on?
Oh, you
but she smelled it. She's like,
yeah.
yo, like.
She's like, what the hell is this? It gets all quiet.
And it's like you're like seeing that this is like she's figuring it out slowly, you know? And then there you have it.
That's what James Gunn's trying to give us right now. That's what James Gunn, DCU.
Oh my goodness.
My friend jumped so loud and she's like, ah! When that went off in IMAX. We saw it in IMAX first time.
Oh my God. Yep. This was the first movie I ever saw at the Chinese theater over in Hollywood.
No way, for real?
Mm-hmm.
I was just
I literally drove all the way from Vegas to Hollywood that day to go watch this movie in IMAX. Yeah.
Nice. That's one of the third. I went and toured there during Full Circle. That's the third largest IMAX in the country.
Yeah.
So you saw it on one of the biggest screens in the US. That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's literally where I was looking it up at. I was like, yo, like, where is the biggest screen possible that I can go see this movie on? And it was that one. And I was like, yo, I drove all the way to Hollywood to go watch that movie.
Worth it, right?
And yeah, and it's like now that's where I go see like all of my IMAX movies at, because seeing a film there is like truly special. And BBS was like the greatest. Yo, that was the craziest screening I've ever gone to. Literally, like when Wonder Woman saves Batman's life, yo, that was the loudest pop in any theater I've ever heard. That theater fits like pretty much like 1,000 people, and yeah, like yo. Hearing her theme and like and everything when it hit, oh my God, yeah, it was like one of a kind.
That was iconic that you got to see it there in that theater. That's something that you're gonna be like, I was there.
They had the Batmobile there, bro. Like all the suits and stuff. Yeah, they literally had the Batmobile parked right outside, and you could go like take pictures of it and everything, and they had all of the suits in there: Batman suit, Wonder Woman suit, Superman suit, all that stuff.
Crazy. I was mad. I went and toured there though, and I asked them. You can ask them where's the Hollywood handprints and all that. I was like,
yeah,
Ben Affleck's. They said, oh, he ain't got one. I said, what? You telling me the Batman don't have a? We gotta
right.
hashtag. We got a hashtag, y'all. We gotta get something started.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that all of the handprints and stuff is like right outside in the front of the Chinese theater. Yeah, I'm over there all the time now. Yeah, all the time. But BBS was the first time that I had went. True story.
That's man. Take me back to 2016, man. Glory days. Glory days. We had this. We had Suicide Squad. Damn. This was March too, so it was like just the start of the year.
Replicant says, my expectations are for The Flash to be the best DCEU movie following the Snyderverse trilogy. Hey, that's pretty much what you got. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, that's what I think it is. So
There's just a lot that happens in the movie that I think it's unfair to judge it by the other solo films, you know, because I mean, there's just, it's wild. It's, you get thrown so much. So if you can see it in IMAX, y'all have to see this movie in IMAX, because you're not going to catch everything the first time. I promise you. You're going to need to watch it.
Oh, yeah.
At least twice, if not more.
Yeah. Woo! Yo, I didn't even remember that I think that I saw that Cavill versus the Justice League shot. I didn't even remember that I probably saw that. And then, like, I kept thinking about it after you had said it. And I was like, wait a minute. I think I did see that part. And I was like, but I don't know, you know.
Because there's so much happening, right, on the screen at one time. You got to really look to, because there's a lot to take in. So it makes sense.
He said you had to pay attention to the storyline to get this point. I knew what it was as soon as I saw that mason jar with the tape. That boy Lex is crazy. Got rid of everyone who could point to him as the madman. Facts.
Yep. He said,
right.
Take him off the chessboard.
The Palladium IMAX in San Antonio is where Necron saw it.
Nice. Shout out to Necron. I'm gonna see it Monday with Necron in San Antonio.
Right. Oh yeah. He's really excited. Right. We was talking about that the other day.
Is that which one is the JT? I'm going to New York for my birthday, and I got me and my friends tickets, but I think we're going to the Lincoln Square because that's the largest IMAX in North America. And my friend, he came with me to TCL Chinese, and he was like, wait, where's the largest one? Because that was the third largest. And I was like, dude, it's your hometown. He's like, oh, let's go see The Flash. I said, let's go then. So I'm going to see it with him on the 22nd of June. So the second weekend that it's out.
Yeah.
I'm going to see this movie like 5 times, y'all. Opening weekend. And I've already seen it multiple times. So that's,
I'm definitely probably going multiple times. And I can't wait, Joe.
Do you have 4DX near you, Sky?
Why would you ask me a question like that, Josh? I live in LA, bro. we have every single amenity, bro. Yo, like literally, you know what's so funny? There's like a list of like 30 theaters, I think, that is getting the full version of Oppenheimer.
Oh, okay.
Right? And so many of them are like in California. I was like, yo, that's crazy. That, like, we got all these theaters, and it was like all these other places that only had like one theater. Yeah. Like I think it was like one theater in Florida or something. I was like, damn, that's wild. Like, but I got options. I can go to the Chinese theater. I can go to the Universal fucking theater. I was like, hey, I don't know. Like, you know.
Sky's a real film fan right here, y'all. Sky's a real film fan. Yep.
Yes, because Oppenheimer is only going to be shown in like its true IMAX format because it's going to be the first time that they ever shot black and white in IMAX.
Oh shit!
Christopher Nolan created some more technology and shit. Him and Kodak, I think it was. He said, so yeah, we're definitely going to be checking out Oppenheimer in its full glory. And just like I'm watching Batman train to beat Superman's ass right now. What was you saying, Josh?
This scene actually, before you sent me the link, this is what I was about to go do. But then I saw BBS was on. I was like, all right, I could wait. I could hold out. Every time I'm at the gym, I think I'm over here. Look at, I try to be like.
Bruce is doing like real old school training, yo. Yeah, look, hey, look. Prep time. Yeah, Batman with prep time, bro. Undefeated.
Damn. This is not something we got in any other Batman movie either. Like this. You know, we got it in Batman.
Ben was on God mode. Yeah, bro. This man was training, bro.
He really dedicated. And he still looks like he's
like a mama bear. Bro, he's throwing the waves down. Yo, man, that's how you know Ben's a true. He's throwing the waves down, bro.
You got time. You got time to back the weights.
Batman with prep time equals it's a fucking rap.
Over.
You're literally seeing the visual representation of prep time, though, right?
Sorry, Robert Pattinson. I don't think you had that kind of sequence in your movie that I recall.
No. Literally sitting talking about, I don't even want to work out. Like, bro, come on, man.
I think
you're Batman.
I think your headphones might have turned off, Sky.
Wait, hold on.
I can still hear you, but I think something like turned off. I think. You about to get that Wonder Woman theme.
Hold on, I'll be right back because okay. I think I messed something up.
This when I saw this, y'all, with the this and I knew that was Steve Trevor. I was like, holy, because we knew he was cast, so I was like, he's in this movie. Oh my god! Like Zach did too much with this movie. He gave, and I think that's why people didn't rock with it, because he gave so much that it blew people's minds, and their minds were too small to comprehend everything.
All right. Hey, pass it. I'm getting hyped.
You sound great, Sky.
All right. Yeah, I don't know what was going on.
Yeah, I did something. I heard it like do something, and then the audio kind of changed and was quieter, but you're good now. Michael Shannon. Look, Michael Shannon showing up in all the movies.
And that's when he talked about having like those flippers on or whatever. He was like, I had these flippers and fins on my hands and whatever.
Shout out to Michael Shannon for that interview. That, what was it, Variety? That Variety interview that he did.
Yeah.
I love that man so much, man. He really rocks with Zach. And he's scary in The Flash.
Right? Evil, yo.
Just
what like, did you do?
And she gets scary too. She has some parts where I was like, okay. Okay, Kara Zor-El.
Preparing chrysalis and getting ready for metamorphosis. You never want to hear that.
So we know that this is not the real Doomsday, right? From what I understand, that the real Doomsday was still gonna make an appearance at some point.
Yes. It was supposed to be in the next Justice League movie, from what I understand. It was gonna be a flashback to him fighting. It was either young Darkseid or Steppenwolf, one of the two.
That's right.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine seeing that?
Right, and then showing like how that moon got destroyed on Krypton. It's like, yo, man, like there's a lot of stuff that has been left like untapped, right? So yes, we were supposed to get the real Doomsday.
Because I was at John Berg. Do you ever see that crossover when Doomsday and Darkseid fight? I think it's Superman Doomsday is what it was, the comic. It was a 3-issue miniseries. And it's on my shelf somewhere. I got John Berg to sign them, but you see Darkseid and Doomsday go at it.
Oh my God.
Zach was pulling from one of the goats, John Berg.
They just named Superman as a co-conspirator. This dude Lex is like, man, this plan is going together like so perfectly.
Just
look at him. He's like, man, this whole thing is working.
A little smile, a little smirk.
Right.
So didn't I think Mikey say that the script for Flash 2 had the Legion of Doom, I think he said. I remember watching the stream and I was like, I heard the Flash script sequel was done, so That would be crazy.
Hey, man.
That would be crazy. That's all I'm saying.
Ill Life says, in The Flash, do they explain why Zod is on Earth? Like, does someone else activate the scout ship? Look, you will see why.
Yeah,
you you will understand why Zod is on Earth. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Things
You will
are
understand, huh?
similar, but not
But
exact.
different. Yeah, yeah.
It's a remix, right? It's a remix. But everything is explained very well, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Especially when you have Michael Keaton giving us a lesson too. I was like,
right?
Damn, okay, Keaton.
You know,
it makes, and you know, I wanted Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Flashpoint Batman. I did, but I got to be honest. After seeing it multiple times, if I was an executive, I agreed that this is just it just makes more sense in this movie because of what happens in the storyline to have.
And you can still do you can still do Thomas Wayne and all that stuff later if you sell the Snyderverse. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm trying to say. All you gotta do is sell the Snyderverse, and then all that stuff we can still get it. We can still get Jeffrey Dean Morgan, his like Thomas Wayne, and all that. We can still get was it either Steppenwolf versus Doomsday or whoever was supposed to be fighting Doomsday, right? You can still get that. You can still get everything. You can still get the Batfleck movie, right? You know what I'm saying? All they got to do is sell the Snyderverse to a third party, and there you have it. You know what I'm saying? So that's it.
I don't know if you saw, but there was a trailer for Henry Cavill on Netflix that just dropped. So I know where Superman is right now. He's over on Netflix. So
The Witcher, right? Season 3.
That trailer looks clean. I'm a big fan of that show, so I'm excited.
Right. Ill Life says, I'm sure in one of the scripts, Cyborg probably activated scout ship would have made sense. No, that wouldn't have been what would happen because you have to see the movie, right? Because I'm pretty sure that he would have been in the beginning in the Justice League scenes and all that, and probably not later in the film.
Speaking of which, Sky, you're gonna have to really, I'm not gonna spoil it, but I'm just gonna say I saw all members of the Justice League in the Flash in my final cut. So I saw all members of the Justice League.
Hey, I'm just saying, I didn't see that one, but if I mess around and see all the members of the Justice League in this movie too, right? Hey, I'm telling you,
you got to see it in IMAX and you got to look real quick. But I'm telling you, I saw all 6 members of the Justice League.
Right? It'd be like,
I know what I saw.
Look, he said, that's correct. 100, Josh. Hey, I'm telling you. And these two have seen the final cut. Wait a minute. Matter of fact, that's what Real Talk Productions said when he was on the channel and he saw the final cut. He actually highlighted that too. Matter of fact, and I didn't even know what he was getting at. But now that is actually, that's actually crazy. Right? Because that's true.
So,
what?
There's potential, y'all. I mean, this movie is crazy. Timestamp. Somebody's asking for a timestamp. What are you at, Sky?
I'm at 1 hour, 48 minutes, and coming up on like 35 seconds, pretty much. Yeah. So falls the House of Wayne. That's where I'm at. Yeah, right. I know this whole movie like the back of my hand. I'm gonna start giving y'all timestamps by quotes. You know what I'm saying?
Do that, yeah.
Right.
Man, Chris Terrio, man, he went crazy with the script.
Chris Terrio, man, Chris Terrio is a goat, yo.
He was so cool at Full Circle too. That man, he looked so like he got swole. Did you see? He's been hitting the gym.
Yeah.
He had that like that clean jacket on too.
He said, talking Green Lantern or Martian Manhunter. No, I just mean like that's where we're probably talking about the mainline Justice League characters, right? Yeah.
All six members, yeah.
Because
I'm talking about Snyder Cut. Yeah.
Yeah, because Martian Manhunter hadn't really joined the Justice League yet, you know.
Right. It was intended because those storyboards suggest it was supposed to be Hal Jordan Green Lantern originally in the storyboard.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, but I went to Dallas and I saw the storyboards because I'm in Austin. I'm not far. But that changed obviously. And so
right.
to give us John Stewart.
He said no more timestamps. Just quotes, Scott. All right, look. If that's what y'all want me to do on these movies that we know, like that, all right, cool. I'm gonna start giving quotes.
People have spoken, Sky.
Thanks.
The night is here.
He said, "Oh, main six, got you. That's still good, right? Hey, the toxic back signal, right? Yeah, I want to be toxic. It's rising like a phoenix from the ashes." Right? The toxic signal.
This movie has really flown by, Sky. For me, like it's so captivating. It's real. I'm like, dang, we almost to the end. Damn, I don't want it to stop.
Right. What I love too is like I didn't even catch it probably like my first 5 or 6 watches, right? But this song that's playing right now, every time I say goodbye, or no, every time that we say goodbye, I die a little is literally what he says to Clark's mom later in the movie. And it's like, yo, that is crazy. That literally like, and you can barely hear that song playing.
Yep.
Right. So it's like little bitty details like that, man. That is really crazy.
Zack's the blueprint.
Uh-oh, we're almost here to my favorite part, y'all. Like, you know, you got the KGB bringing Lois to Lex, right? Hand delivering her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
his whole dialogue here is just so well written by Chris Terrio, in my opinion. Just everything he says is just perfection.
Yeah, this was like some of Terrio's best work right here. Was this scene on top of this? I mean, look, he was flexing throughout the whole movie, but like his dialogue on top of this rooftop was just something special.
Yep, that's why I respect this character so much. Is like how he speaks, how he conducts himself.
Yeah, because this is when like he's, you know what? This is kind of like when he's honest for the first time, like throughout the entire movie, right? You're really seeing like Lex be himself.
The true Luthor, the facade is dropped, you know? That will blow away.
It will blow away. Like dust, oh, I was about to say like dust is the way. Like sand in the desert. Circles. Right?
Oh, full circle.
Right? And round we go. Straight line. Thanks. Pretty Little Road called Lois Lane. And that is, that is so crazy. A pretty little road called Lois Lane. Right.
I don't think any, in my opinion, no animated, no comic book has ever, you know, kind of said it like that. And I was like, damn,
right?
Terrio, okay. Like, now you don't made Superman mad legs.
Right?
You done messed up.
Because even when Superman first gets back up there, like he's like, you know, he's like, oh yeah, take you in without breaking you. And I love how Lex is sitting down too at first, right? He's sitting down waiting for him, like, yo, So literally, he's in like a vulnerable position.
You.
Clark Joseph Kent.
My theater was like,
What we call God? Tribe Clark Joe. His fist an abomination. He cannot be all good. If he's all good, he cannot be all powerful. And neither can you be. See with their eyes.
I'm not a religious person, but I studied religion in college. And I mean, he's pretty much Pontius Pilate, essentially.
Right?
Like,
he like, Little Red Notes? He like, bruh, I'm telling you, like, I've been playing both of y'all this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Said 2 years, ripe as hate, right? Like, yo.
Ooh, I got goosebumps.
Fight. It's his mother.
Damn. He's sick.
Right?
Mata.
Mother of a flying witch. What does that mean? Wait, what is that? That's by fire.
Damn. Lexa's got no chill, man. And some of those, this is like Killing Joke. This is totally Killing Joke.
Right?
Totally. That's why I was like, there's Joker influence somehow in here.
That's also dice, but
Here he is. I love this.
There we go.
Got him.
Bends to my will. Oh my God. Literally.
And he's pissed.
The host and the holy.
He's almost like a preacher at this point. He's literally
right
his gospel because he thinks he's the one.
Mother of God. Look at the time. An hour. Now it's less. Oh my God, Joe. And then his theme.
Like, people need to get off this Jesse Eisenberg hate. I mean, the dude, he's one of the you got to respect him at least because he bent these two iconic heroes to his will and his plan. He made Batman forget who he was to the point where he has not focused and seen the big picture. He's focused on Superman out of rage. Ooh, this scene. I'm about to get it in a minute.
I love like how he just walks in and takes his gloves off. It's like yo, he's just so focused on everything he's doing.
This made him a star first, and then he showed up, I think, in Civil War after that. So I remember watching Civil War, and I was like, "Oh, that's KG Beast right there," because I had just seen him.
Right.
Or maybe it was maybe that was Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier. Yeah, no, I think he was in Winter Soldier. Wait, when did Winter Soldier come out?
2014. So it was probably Winter Soldier first, and then it was this.
I think but he had probably already been cast in this, man, because if you remember, this film had got pushed back, and
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because it was supposed to come out. I think it was like 2015. I want to say almost.
yeah,
I
you're
don't.
right. I think you're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure WB messed with Zach. You know, so you gotta
Right.
reshoot.
Like yo. Yeah, yeah, because they script had leaked. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh my goodness. Right. I'm also see now I'm having all these
It's coming
the
back.
script leaks. You know what I'm saying? Like all these weird, wacky stuff going on. Right. Just like now, you got parts of post credit scenes leaking. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to make people look bad. And I don't know, yo. It's wacky
Hey,
stuff.
I had to block some people. I try not to block people, but if you over here trying to just straight up spoil the Flash, sorry, you block. Sorry,
Man,
not in my
I
comments.
used to I used to try not to block people, but I don't care no more now. I be
Yeah.
banishing them to the phantom zone, just like Leon. You know what I'm saying? I be like to the to the phantom zone you go, bro. Right? And it's only apropos because I'm being compared to Superman now. So there you go. It's like sending your ass to the phantom zone real quick, right? With Zod and the rest of them. Right? Send your ass to a black hole. You won't kill us yourself, but you'll damn us to a black hole for eternity. Yes, bro. Yes.
Right here, here's our star of upcoming summer blockbuster,
Right.
and that's who we're gonna see in the Flash. They made him look just very similar to that, which I appreciated.
Yeah.
Arthur Curry, the Aquaman.
Right. I actually love how this part made them realize that they were going to have to figure out something else because they couldn't do it all underwater. It was like, yo, man, ain't no way.
We gotta do something else, yeah. But when he was cast, I was like, whoa, that's genius. I was actually all on board. I didn't know much about Ray Fisher, but I would find out real quick.
This was his first like big major role in a film, right? Because he had done some stuff like on Broadway, if I'm not mistaken, in like acting, like plays. But this was his first like major motion picture role, if I'm not mistaken. So
yeah, and I saw those pics of Blood Axe or the Blood Axes from Rebel Moon.
yeah,
I can't wait to see him in that role. That's
right.
gonna be wild. Ray gets. I was at Comic-Con and 2017.
Oh my God.
Ray,
Look at this shot real quick, Josh. Look at this Batman standing in the rain, bro, with the bat signal. They don't get more epic than that, bro. Go ahead, Josh.
No, so basically I was trying to do a Q&A and Ray and they turned out the lights. Gal and Ray went by and it was dark. So I like tried to like high five him. I grabbed Ray Fisher's bicep. The dude is freaking jacked. Ray Fisher, he got huge for the role in Justice
Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Hey, this we in an IMAX format again. Uh-oh. This is amazing.
Go down.
Well, here I am. King of payoffs, right? Literally told him, don't go to your sign later. And he showed up and was like, well, I'm here, bro. Like, what we gonna do, right? You said don't show up, and I'm here. Oh my God.
Got him with the Sonics.
Straight out of Dark Knight Returns.
Yep, exactly. That Sonic gun.
You're like, I understand.
Zach did have to go.
Bruce is so pissed. Bruce is so pissed. Right? Like, he literally.
This design of that suit, man, is just flawless.
Man, I love when this shit goes to IMAX proportions, yo. Like it just changes it so much. Like just literally watching it on the screen, because I mean, I have like a decent sized TV, but like, man, this movie is so beautiful.
It's gorgeous, yeah. Look at that fire. Just look at the effects. It's just vivid. People say Zack don't have color. Like, what the fuck?
Silly. And then they always point to that scene in Man of Steel where they're literally in an interrogation room where there's not supposed to be any color. It's like, yo, they're literally in a military interrogation room, and you guys are pointing out that there's no color in there.
Dumb.
Yo, I like how he just took Batman on the ride of his life, bro.
hit him with his own signal. He hit him with his own signal, man.
That's and I love how Batman's face here is probably like, yo, like, what the hell was that?
That's my favorite shot when it goes from the bottom and pans up. Like one of my favorites with the rain.
Mm-hmm.
Because Batman's like, what the fuck? Got cocky.
And he couldn't see through the lead, too.
Yep.
Right? Because he put that in that little hint. Yo, hey, that these is lead. You know what I'm saying? So
Zack shows, he doesn't tell. So you have to watch his movies. He literally understands film language. Show, don't tell. We ain't them other franchises that has to spoon feed you everything.
He said, that's fear, bro. Like for the first time in your life, he said, you're not brave? Men are brave.
Yep.
And you know that when it comes to the hands, Batman got that. Like,
he's been doing this for 20 years.
When it comes to the handiwork,
Superman's getting the smoke. He's getting the smoke.
Hey. When it comes to the handiwork, Superman is just a big old galoot, right? Like, right. When it comes to the handiwork, being like, bro, nah, welcome to my realm now. And it's let me tell you what Zack also does. Like, literally, that's the same combination that he was trying to hit Zod with. Right, and Batman blocked it, like, because he already knew. He was like, "Yo, like, bro, I've been watching you, bro. Prep time."
It was on the background when Alfred was talking to Bruce. Yep. Men fall from the sky. Gods hurl thunderbolts. This you were talking about this on a stream about this clash happening.
Yeah.
Like, ooh. This is how it ends, like cut right before that. And I was this part, dang, I was like, oh.
See? And they say, Zack, don't make jokes. Like, that was funny. We laughed in the theater. Everybody laughed. And it's crazy, right? Because even if you look, Batman, see, you got to really pay attention to Zack's movies. Even though Batman is like all like, hey, hold on. He's really trying to get to the grenade launcher, right? He's like, and then when Superman goes to go grab him, he literally upped it on him. He's like, yo, hold up, bro. Like,
it's the little things, you know.
And I think here Superman was about to try to kill him, yo.
Yeah.
He was actually over. He's like, yo, I'm done. But Batman.
Yeah, he's trying to take his head off right there. Yep.
Yeah.
If he wouldn't have got that shot in, Batman's head would not be on his shoulders. You're right. That's why he got that blow in.
He like finally like clenched his fist. He's like, yo, like this dude, man, like I'm not about to keep, you know what I'm saying? I tried to reason with him, right? And then he started pulling out all these gadgets and tricks and he hit me with green smoke and shit. I can't breathe now. Hold up. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, this coming to an end.
I do. And this part when Batman just, you know, he Jesus Christ Superman over here. I feel bad for Superman fans.
Right? Hey,
You know?
where's Super Bowl Corey at? You know what I'm saying? Like, where he
Yeah.
at right now? Right
What's your boy?
now. Where's your man? Yo,
Oh, right here.
he walking with him on his back like Moses walked across the desert. You know what I'm saying?
And this scream, like, dang, like you know that hurt. You know that hurt.
He got thrown onto a stack of radiators, bro.
Yep.
And I really like how visually Batman is like sinking to his lowest depths right now too. Like he literally going into like the bottom of his psyche. Like
what falls is falling, right?
Right?
And all these Easter eggs. There was like Joe Kerr. I saw question mark. I saw anarchy symbol. Like there's so much in this little scene right here.
Yep. Dying in the gutter for no reason at all. Yo, Batman has had it, bro. He's like,
he ain't playing. He's gonna make Superman fly one way or another.
Yo, just think about this, right? Like, just think about how mad he had to be going through with all this. I mean, the world only makes sense if you force it to.
I mean, it makes sense to have Batman as the villain. I mean, he's pretty much the villain of this movie, you know?
Yeah.
He's one of the greatest villains that Superman could come up to blows with, in my opinion. So Zach knew what he was doing. Here's your all right, Corey.
Ill Life says it's so perfect though, because if Batman wouldn't have handed him his ass, he probably never would have trusted him to save his mom. Hey, that's true too.
That's true.
Because like he was like, yo, I'll make you a promise, bro. Martha won't die tonight. And you can tell he's like, okay, I can trust this dude. He almost killed me just now. He made me bleed for the first time ever in my life. Look at that, man.
And I love that you slowly see the more Clark gets beat up, that curl starts coming through. The Superman curl slowly starts coming in frame, you know? Because before he's very combed, he's very proper, he's pretty, you know, and Batman roughs him up, and Zach gives us that foreshadowing. This blew my mind, along with everyone, you know, around the world seeing this.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what? I didn't even think of that. Because it's right in front of our faces, but we're just not focused on that, you know, detail. Shout out to Damon Caro. He was awesome at Full Circle. Stunt coordinator.
AKA Goat Chill.
Goat Chill.
Goat Chill. You know what I'm saying? Damon Caro, man. Yo, all of them was so dope. Damon Caro, Patrick Tatopoulos, DJ, right? Like all of them.
Yeah, Christina Wren was at Man of Steel.
It's his mother's name, right? And also, you got to realize too, Lois Lane being there played a part in Batman kind of calming down too, because he's like, wait a minute, like now it's this chick here who just threw herself in front of this spear for him, and like, yo, like, what am I doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, he kept saying, yo, you were never a man, right? You never God, right? You're less than that, all this stuff. And then it really humanized him.
Yeah.
You know?
So he has a mother. He is a man. What the fuck? What was I thinking?
Right? It's his mom's name. Who is this chick? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all these things.
Everything I don't got. I don't got a mother. I don't got a chick, you know, but this person has a family.
Then he got this dude loading up.
Batman was like, how am I going to take away someone's family? You know, that happened to me.
You're right about that curl, too. I never even noticed that.
Really? Yeah, I would always know. I was like, he's getting that curl slowly but surely. And then when he's about to stab Doomsday, you see it real good.
Yeah.
It's not because it's supposed to be in the middle, you know, but it's slowly
Yeah.
creeping over time. Zach knows, y'all. Zach knows what he's doing. Trust the man. He's got us. He's got our backs. He was gonna give us everything, but some executives couldn't let the man cook. Kitchen was too hot.
The kitchen was too hot.
Too hot.
No, sir, you don't. He's like, no, sir, you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told your ass, he is not our enemy. You over here trying to fight this dude, about to kill him. You gonna go to war?
You remember in the Flash, Alfred, he's telling the Flash, he said, if my calculations are correct, and history will always prove that they are. It's a callback to that scene right there.
Right, yo, hey.
Alfred's the man. I love Jeremy Irons, man. Here we go. This scene. Woo! You know, I will say I love this Batwing, but Michael Keaton's Batwing in the Flash is dope as fuck.
Hey, because it's that classic, man. Look, yo, that Batwing. There were so many callbacks to the old movies, man. I can't look.
I think Batfleck's the GOAT, but man, Keaton gets savage. Like, I wasn't expecting him to be. I believed a 71-year-old Batman could do all that too.
Hey, I bought in that first Keaton versus the Flash like scene. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, this is wild. You know what I'm saying?
They were howling during that scene. My theaters, howling.
Oh my god. Ben's Batman has like weight to him too. You can tell when he jumps off the thing, like this, like he's substantially like size. Pause. You know what I'm saying? When he jumps off, it's like this dude. I would imagine with all that stuff on, he's probably like 300 pounds.
Oh yeah, he's yeah. We got some Arkham City, Arkham
right? City. Oh yeah.
Woo!
And I actually like that he is using that dude's gun to control the room. It's like he ain't shooting anybody, but he keeping everybody down and like where he wants them at. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Just so that everybody can't start trying to attack him at the same time, which would be very key in this situation, right? You would need to keep everybody off of you and not all trying to attack you at one time.
This is Keaton energy, in my opinion. Keaton would do that same thing. Rock bottom.
Right.
Ooh. Ooh. This is my favorite part. This is my favorite.
That's that real Arkham shit, yo. That's that real Arkham. Yeah.
And he's about to get like taken down, but the way he gets back up, like, damn, savage. That's a savage bat right there.
Ah,
right here. Watch him. He's over here fighting on the ground.
Right.
But watch him get back up real quick. You motherfucker. Dude.
Richard Citron, right?
That's yep. It's taking them all out with ease. I love this little part right here where he's like, you mother.
Right? He's like, yo, you gonna stab me, bro? And here we go, right from comic book panel, you know what I'm saying, to screen, from page to screen, right?
Zack Snyder's favorite comic book, graphic novel. Iconic.
I believe you.
And a supervillain is born.
Right? That's like a perfect, you could literally bring it. Oh, you're right. His body was like literally because his body's all burned up and everything and got the mask on. So, yeah.
Flamethrower for an arm, even. So maybe the flamethrower like got molded to his. Zach knew what he was doing.
All I'm saying is that after the Flash, he sold the Snyderverse. You know what I'm saying?
To Netflix or whoever will freaking pay for it because we
whoever, right? For real. But more importantly, Netflix. You know what I'm saying?
You know where Zach got a big movie coming out, so
I
think Henry Cavill, Gal Gadot, some other people are going to be at Tadum. So I think there's Snyderverse over at Netflix going on.
I'd rather do the breaking in person.
That's that world finest. That's that world finest right there. That episode.
I hate to sin. And yours, my friend, is existing. It's like, the devil will do it.
So wild.
Hold on. I'll be right back.
Cool. I mean, this just Heroes Park. Look at the city. Like, it looks gorgeous from Zach's shooting and cinematography. You'll learn. JT Savory. Oh my God, that scene is right from the Dark Knight comic. Yep, it sure is. The fruits of good parenting. You're raising them right. You're raising them right. Yeah, the warehouse scene is one of the greatest Batman fight scenes ever. Yep, Richard Citrone. Richard Citrone. I think he was at Full Circle, someone said, but he wasn't on the panel, I don't think. So that's wild. Arkham style. Yeah, this is how the Batman fights A-Pass. If a person doesn't get the Martha scene, they don't deserve. Now, God is good as dead. This design is wild for Doomsday. Because he's not the real Doomsday, but Zade. I like that. Yeah, he's baby Doomsday, right? He's not evolved yet as the Doomsday that we know from the comics, because that one already exists. The Kryptonian ship told us. But this one is General Zod, so he's carrying a lot of that memory of what happened to him at the hands of Superman. So, and he's got Kryptonian infused powers with him. We're gonna see this later on in Snyder Cut, thanks to Doomsday. I mean, thankfully, the city is abandoned, right? Because we've been having the same kind of criticism that Man of Steel got. Anderson Cooper tells us, thankfully. The workday is done. Oh, Carrie Ferris. Setting up something to be paid off later, just like Harry Lennox. Man, Metropolis, they don't get They don't get any breaks, yeah. The sneer at the statue, though. Yep, Doomsday.
The sneer at the statue, right? He's sitting there like, bruh, is this supposed to be you? He like, where this dude at? Like this, because this dude way bigger than you are, bro. Like, he like,
I'm trying to fight that.
Is this your king? You know what I'm saying? Hold on 1 second.
I love it.
Hold on. I'm right back.
Cool.
I had to throw that little joke in there. Is this your king, champ?
This your king. Hey, that's Jimmy right now. That's how I feel.
Right? Hey, hold on. Hey.
We'll see. And if you're a Jimmy fan, I apologize. I have my feelings. So good luck to y'all. And this was wild seeing that this, like, I wasn't expecting this, like, Kryptonian. I'm guessing it's, because Zod's body has taken in the solar energy, right? So when he died, maybe that, like, somehow the solar cells were reignited when the Kryptonian ship, resurrected him.
Okay. So, wait. What'd you say? What's happening?
I was shocked seeing Doomsday with that, how his body expelled all the energy blasts. So I was just realized it's probably because Zod's body had taken in so much solar radiation.
Man, look, I think that it's because every time that they attack him, right? Because with the Doomsday character, just in general, right? Like, we all know this dude's like unkillable. So it's like every time that they hit him with something, it's like he was just internalizing all of that energy and then just bouncing it back out, and he was getting stronger and stronger and stronger. So it's like, once you nuke him, what are you gonna do? Like, there is no real way to to really like try to combat him still, if the biggest weapon that you got just made the motherfucker stronger. Like, what do you do? You know what I'm saying? So
they're not doing Superman any favors at this moment.
Not at all. Man, and for anybody talking about his humanity, bro, like, he looks back, he sees the nuke, he don't even question. He's just trying to take Doomsday further into space, and then he turns around and hits him right in the face with it.
Literally, like, takes his whole body, like, straight from the Dark Knight Returns, right? That panel where
he really like held him, like, yo, and took the nuke to the face too. Like, oh my god!
You know what? I just thought of
crazy.
This. There's a scene in The Flash of Supergirl looking kind of like how Superman's about to look, like all kind of from the Dark Knight Returns after the nuke blast. You remember that?
Yeah,
I just realized that. I was like, oh snap. Andy
was
doing his research.
Hey man, look, Andy did a love letter to Zack Snyder in this film. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, come on, yo.
Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know what you don't know until you see The Flash. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, there's so much, y'all. There's so much. Can't wait for whenever you do that spoiler review, Sky, you let me know, so I can notify myself, because I need to be tuning into that, because I need to hear your full, unfiltered commentary on the Flash movie. And look, now we're getting closer to the comic Doomsday now that he's gotten this nuke power up, this Mario power up. They just threw a nuke at him.
Right.
He just took it like crazy. And it's crazy how
my God.
It looks like Zod a little bit too in the face. Like,
yeah, he got the scar and everything, right? So that's why, we know that that's not Doomsday, that's Zod. You know what I'm saying? That is a Zod Doomsday variant. You know what I'm saying?
Because right there, that shot, of Kryptonian body without solar energy, you might see that in The Flash.
Right? More callbacks.
Oh
my God. And I love how Batman figures out that he's Kryptonian after he sees the heat vision.
Yep. I was bugged. I was like, yo, I didn't know Doomsday had heat vision. Like, no, but that was Zach. That was Zach putting that little Zod, Kryptonian fused Doomsday. APAS said Zod Day. Zod Day.
Right.
Is there a passenger seat next to Batman? I just realized that. Or no, there's just
I think
one.
that looks like a canister of something.
Okay. I was like, I didn't realize there was a passenger seat, but you're right. I think it was just a canister.
Yeah.
Because maybe Robin would probably sit behind him, maybe not like in the animated.
Right. Yeah.
It's interesting too. Another callback is Keaton. No spoilers, but when he's thinking of taking on Kryptonians, he uses his Batwing too. Instead of engaging, he's like, "Let me get the air support too."
Hey, right? Hey, I'm telling you, bro.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. Let's go.
Hey, this is another reason why I was gonna say that there's some connective tissue. Oh wait, hold up. But here's this.
Go. Turn that motherfucker up.
Hey, yo, nah, her theme is undefeated, Joe. And what's crazy is that she saves him in the Flash too, and like her theme cuts in, and that shit hit just like it did just now. That's wild, right?
The soundtrack is fire. I love the soundtrack of the Flash because he pulled so many motifs. He even pulled from Batman Forever, and he gave Michael Keaton some Batfleck type themes from BVS.
Right.
I was like, yo, he did like a whole Batman universe theme is what he did.
Yeah, because even like Batfleck's theme, like it's different, but you can hear a little bit of that of the Batman theme from from here and ZSJL in there.
There's like that.
I mean, but he even had a little bit of a different theme in ZSJL though, because he was in a bit of a different mindset throughout that film. So
it's definitely a new theme, but he just pulls certain elements that remind you of like Man of Steel moments or Wonder Woman moments or Batman moments that it gets your body pumping. Like, here we go.
Hey, nah, this scene is hard as hell. The first shot of the Trinity with Wonder Woman in the front with the sword and shield, you know what I'm saying? Like leading the charge.
Iconic movie right here. I don't care, haters. I'm sorry. This is freaking iconic. This is the superheroes that gave you the MCU, okay? They set the foundation for superheroes. Bless you. Ooh. And over here, Lois.
Oh, I tried to mute it.
You're good. We got allergies here, so I get it. But Lois playing her part, always trying to do something, always getting in danger.
Right?
Straight out of the comics.
She said, "Good luck, Dr. Claw. You will never outdo this." Oh my God. They ain't even got the money to try to outdo this, honestly, which is why #sale is the way. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but this movie, look, this is crazy.
Look at this.
Wonder Woman. Right?
This is like Lord of the Rings level fight. Like, it's so gritty and just like savage and Batman.
Oh my God. Batman just watching like, yo, what the hell is going on right now? You know what I'm saying?
Yep. But it's smart. He's like, I gotta think of something else. I can't be like going in there all foolish. Let me
Oh wait, hold up. This is one of my favorite shots of with Doomsday and Superman is about to come up.
Yep.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Yo, it don't get more comic book than this, bro. Like literally this.
Jimmy could never. Jimmy could never.
Oh my god.
Trying to give us some Adam Warlock, please.
He's like trying to give us some Adam Warlock. Oh my god.
He had to focus on his world, make it small.
Mr. J says Patty's Wonder Woman would have been defeated already. Come on, yo.
Oh man.
The way it takes all three of them doing a combo move to kill him is fire. Yep.
Yeah.
Right? Kenneth Gardner says, if WBD sells YesJL to Netflix, do you think there's a chance for David Ayer's Suicide Squad being released and sold to Netflix? I think that's the way you're gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Is if this thing goes to a third party, because I don't think James Gunn is incentivized at all to release the Ayer cut anytime soon.
Because he knows.
Batman's like, I'm out.
Yeah. Batman.
What you saying, Josh?
No, because he knows. Oh, look at that Dark Knight shot. He
right?
knows that the Ayer cut is. I mean, I still to this day cannot understand why he has the job after the flop that was the Suicide Squad. Like, you cannot explain that to me.
I don't get it either, bro.
That's what made me not like the man, because I convinced myself. I was like, oh, he's gonna do good. He's gonna do good. I love the Suicide Squad. It is tatted on my freaking body. It stands for my initials, JH, Joker Harley. And when I got out of that theater in August 2020, what was it, 2022? I was like, or no, it was 2021 because it was during COVID. Yeah. I was like, are you kidding me with that movie?
Right?
Good luck to him, I guess. This is peak. Yep. Superman, he realizes what he's got to do.
Wonder Woman is enjoying this fight, right?
Gotta love it. See, my family, my family liked 84, but then they saw Snyder Cut and they were like, oh yeah, we like this Wonder Woman.
Bro, this dude, Superman, he's looking at Doomsday, right? Doomsday he putting his arm in the air, bro. This big ass spike is growing out. It's electricity and power flowing everywhere. He like, you look. Like, you know.
Look at that curl come through when he realizes he's got to do what he's got to do.
Wait a minute. What happened with Leon? Why is Leon apologizing? What happened? Oh, he probably accidentally like blocked or something. I don't know. Oh, okay.
Oh, he accidentally blocked somebody.
Probably. I have no idea. Yo, look, with Batman hitting him with that kryptonite grenade though.
Wonder Woman's got him all tied up.
It was dope because like they showed that he had 3 of them earlier, and then he used 2 of them on Superman. Oh, he said R.I.P. Havoc, R.I.P. Light. Oh, yeah, he probably blocked them.
What is this? The Gordian knot that they use?
Right.
Fear of Alexander.
Yeah. Right. And then they got the music almost from Excalibur playing, like, oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
And then and then he pulls himself closer, like
this is painful too, though. Like,
and you can actually see it coming out the other side too, like of his cape.
That's a hero right there. That's a hero. Here we go. Listen to that scream.
Man, if only we knew what that scream really signified, right?
We weren't ready. Damn. My theater was
Yeah.
shocked. They were shocked.
Oh yeah. You could hear a pin drop.
They were like, for real? Like, are you for real? I'm about to show one of my favorite shots of the entire movie coming up, and it's a Batman.
And like it's funny because yeah, you really didn't expect Superman to die in the second film in the right? Like it was just it really took a lot of people by surprise. But I kind of saw it coming when I knew that Doomsday was in the movie. Like I was like, yo, man, I was like, but I kind of still thought that they weren't gonna do it though. I was like, ain't no way that he gonna do it for real, but they did.
Zack subverting expectations, just like he did with Man of Steel. Zack don't play with us. Wake the fuck up. You're living in a dream world, he said.
Man.
Giving us that Mary Magdalene.
Man, this is such a great film.
The emotion in it, you know? Right here. That's my favorite right here.
Batman coming through the smoke.
Yeah, just looking. You know, he's like, damn, this person, I thought that they were not a person. They were an alien.
And you got 3 crosses in the background.
So it was, who was it? It was they represent Superman. I forget. It's like, or is it Jonathan, Superman, and somebody else? Lois?
Hey, I don't know. We got to find out.
We got to find out. And then remember they tried to release this the Monday after BVS. Why would you cut it? Why would you cut this?
Steppenwolf. Have you begun the conquest?
Steppenwolf.
Have you begun the bro? What I like is the last time that he hit him up when he was talking about Darkseid, and he was like, "Yo, have you finished the conquest?" And he was like, "No." He was like, "Then why did you summon me?"
That's what you got to start dropping on your streams. I need to.
Right.
I was listening to Night Shift last night, but I fell asleep, so I got to finish it later on at the gym.
Mm-hmm.
You and Mikey.
Oh man, wacky show last night, bro. Wacky show, a lot of fun, man.
It's always.
I'm loving Night Shift. Can't wait till we go 5 days a week pretty soon.
I hear.
That's gonna be crazy, yo. 5 days a week.
Gonna get super sky.
Right. Man, we back to that IMAX format.
Yep.
Right.
See this cinematic.
Yo, Zack is the GOAT, bro.
Like just beautiful, you know, something so simple. But look, cinematic as fuck.
Yes, you do need to watch last night's Night Shift A Pass. Great show, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of like, oh man, a lot of wacky stuff in there.
I got to stay on when I can, and I'm like, it was late last night, and I was like, oh, I woke up in the couch, and I was like, fuck, I missed the rest of the Night Shift.
Right? Yeah.
Pete Ross.
Oh yeah, Pete Ross is there because I was asking that question the other day. I was like, wasn't he at the funeral? And yeah, he is. There we go.
Yep.
Man.
Priest from Man of Steel.
Yep.
We missed Deborah Snyder walking by a minute ago.
Mm-hmm.
There's Jenny.
Deborah got a loud ovation right when she walked
Yep.
by during BBS Day at Full Circle.
Yep. She's a queen, man. I love her. I loved your interaction with her too. That video was so awesome.
Oh wait, you know what? I was almost about to play it. I was tempted to play it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we watching the movie, and I ain't going.
You'd be smitten. You're over here smitten thinking about Deborah.
Ain't that the word that I use? I was like, yo, I would be smitten. You know what I'm saying?
Yo. I was like, go on, Sky, over here. Her husband's right here, but all right.
Bro. Hey, no, look, y'all. Hey, no, y'all should have heard Leon's story about his interaction with Deborah, and that was actually right before mine, right? So no, Zach was on top of everything. Trust me, Zach was eyeing every single thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's because I was trying to have a conversation with Debbie, and we were holding the line up, and then they were like, "Oh, can you like move?" And I was like, "Oh, okay. Like, I guess I got to get Zach's signature," because I was trying to hang out with Debbie a little more. She was so cool. So I get it. She's a queen, Queen Snyder, right there.
Right? Hey, nah. Oh man!
And they used this shot right here in Suicide Squad. That came out a few months. This came out in March, and then Suicide Squad came out in August.
August, yep.
I think it was like the 5th too, so it was like pretty like because I think BVS was on March 5th.
He said Zach was like, you know. Because Leon called her beautiful, I think, right? And then Zach was like, hold up, and like looked up. So Zach was on it, bro. Zach was on it.
Zach was like back.
Hey, right? And no, that was like dope because it just kind of gave you like a little insight into like, yo, Zach is like really like, yo, man. You better not say that to that dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, let one of these fans get you in trouble up here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you better not say nothing back.
Zach gonna make mech suit out. Zach gonna
right? Exactly. Like, yo, don't make me go suit up in here, bro. Oh man.
And I love how Zach like cast like Ezra, like just looking at it, people have been talking about Ezra and his suit, but man, isn't Ezra like ripped as fuck in the Flash?
Yeah, surprisingly, yo, I was really shocked at how great of a job that Ezra did in that film, yo. Playing multiple roles, right? 2, possibly more, you know what I'm saying, roles in the film, you know what I'm saying? And like, it's crazy.
He dedicated himself. Like, I really.
Yep. He said, after all those years, he's still a man who cares about his wife's response. That's what it was. Like, he was looking, trying to see what her response was going to be, right? He was like, yo.
He's like, I got to go shoot Rebel Moon more. So hold on.
Right? Hey, you better not.
You better not, Leon.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Man, full circle. I can't believe it happened still. I like this.
Man.
I want y'all all to have experienced that. Everyone in the chat who wasn't there, like, amazing.
This is a classic exchange between Wonder Woman and Batman. The men are still good speech.
Oh, I love it. That's what when I'm dealing with Twitter trolls, I get heated, and I get catty, but I try to keep his words honestly in my mind. Honestly, it really is a mantra. Bruce Wayne's speech right here.
I won't fail him in death. Man, this movie looks so clean, yo.
What is it? 7 years later, Like it's gorgeous. And honestly, this little inconsistency between 84 and this, for me, the Flash kind of made it make sense.
Right.
That's all I'm gonna say.
If anything, yo, the Flash just does so many things, yo.
It does a lot. Y'all ain't ready for what it does, I don't think.
Man, look at this. Showing people of all shapes, colors, creeds, ages.
They were over here crucifying him a few hours ago.
Right.
Now
now, if you seek his monument, look around you.
If you love these humans so much, you can mourn.
You can mourn for them.
Now look, they're doing the opposite for him.
Just a feeling.
So badass. So badass. Man, that's my Batman, man.
He doesn't even look back, right? He just keeps watching on. Action Comics.
Yep. Little Easter eggs right here. You know your comics history.
Right? Hey. And they gave him like a little Star Wars shout out too, because with the TK421. TK421 G copy.
Mm-hmm.
Right? TK421, do you read me?
And that's why we're getting Rebel Moon. Zach's a fan. The Batman trying to do the red lighting. Look at that. Look at that gorgeous red light right there. That's my Batman.
Wherever you go.
Woo!
You see how hot that thing look, yo?
All that steam, yep.
Mm-hmm. And you can see how like he's different after having that encounter with Steppenwolf in the mother box.
Yep.
Right. Or the ship, pretty much.
He's evolving, just like Superman was evolving with the hair and slowly. I mean, he's turning into our Lex Luthor that people were too impatient for us to get to.
Bell's already been rung. And they've heard it. Out in the dark, among the stars. Ding dong. The God's dead. It's crazy, like how it was just gonna play into one, like playing into the other one, right? Yep. Because literally, like he yells at the end of the movie, which is what sets off the mother boxes.
Man, we don't even deserve Zack Snyder, y'all. Zack Snyder is just good, y'all. Dang. Zach. Thank you, Zach. Thank you. No matter what happens, this movie is one of my favorite movies ever. I love this detail too. This detail is too much.
And now the painting flipped upside down.
So I always thought, I was curious. I was wondering if he was going to do something crazy and be like Lex Jr., like Alexander Luthor Jr. was actually, he cloned himself and put his mind in his. So like he wasn't like basically that Lex was like the comics when Superman died. He had cloned himself. I don't know if you remember that. And he had the red hair.
Yeah.
So I was like, I wonder if Zach was going to do that. Like, basically, there's so much.
That'd have been insane.
It left you like, what the fuck? After this part, you were like,
Right?
oh shit.
It's like the dirt moved. Right?
Amazing. Amazing movie. Which is very relevant to the arc that is going to be continued in The Flash. So ignore Jimmy Pistol.
Yeah. Look, man. Look, the Flash. Hey, we've been talking about it all throughout this movie. Right? We've been giving like little hints about the connectivity and all that stuff, and explaining why it's important to see these films. So, you really gonna listen to some people that's being honest and have seen the movie, or are you gonna listen to Jimmy Pistols? You know what I'm saying? Who clearly don't.
Trying to steer you in the opposite direction.
Right?
Let me tell you this, because I said this on Sill's stream. Like, there is a weirdly abnormal amount of advanced free screenings. There are like 7 before Monday, and Monday is the first paid one. So y'all, like, I'm not playing. Like, y'all need to go support this in theaters, because I kind of feel weird about how WB is marketing this. They are giving out these tickets for free to an abnormally large amount of people. And I'm wondering why.
I get it. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I think that, they are relying upon the fans to really get the word out about this film, yo. I feel like because you clearly see that something's awry. Like, you have just this large contingent of people that are they just seem dead set on getting people to not go try to see this movie. Right. So I think that, there was a bit of maybe a bit of advanced kind of feelings that this may be happening, right? And that you really need to get this into the hands of people that are going to be honest. Because if you're talking to people that have seen this movie, for the most part, they're liking it. They're loving it coming out of these fan screenings. That's what I've been hearing for the most part, right? But most of the downplaying of how good this film is, and downplaying of like its impact and things like that, are from people who haven't seen the movie.
And when I question them on Twitter, all they can say is, "You're lying. You didn't look." And I'm like, "Have you seen the movie?" They will refuse to not watch the movie. And if you don't want to pay for it and see the movie, that's fine. But stop spewing information that is completely
that's not true. Yeah,
untrue about erasing this or this not being canon to this, because you don't know that we've seen the freaking
disrespecting
movie.
this, right? Disrespecting that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I'm trying to tell you, it didn't happen. If this movie would have disrespected Zach in any way, I'd have been the first person to tell you. I'd have walked out here and been like, "Hey, y'all, it's not hidden, right? They was making fun of Zach in this way and that way," and I'd have told you that, 100%. But that's not what happened.
But we do know, okay, in this community, I won't spoil anything, but we know what was supposed to be the post-credit scenes, right? And having seen the entire movie, the final cut, I will say that it does feel the post-credit scene that I saw reeks of sabotage, in my opinion. So the actual movie, when I saw it in my theater, they were howling and buzzing. And after the post-credit scene, I just want to temper everyone's expectations, because you could sense, I said this to Sill, you could sense disappointment by the post-credit scene. But that doesn't mean that the movie is not good. I just want people to not feel like, oh, the post-credit scene is going to give us this crazy, you know, thing, because we know what was supposed to happen, right? And what was going to happen and propel us forward. When I talk about the actual movie, my audience loved it. But after the post-credit scene, they were like, what? And I was like, that's got Jimmy all over it. So temper your expectations when it comes to the post-credit scene, but the actual movie and how it ends sets up so much, doesn't erase anything, and leaves open a lot of possibilities.
Hey, you don't know what is like so funny? Like what is so funny because when I actually have a stream that's gonna be touching on this pretty soon because I am actually a bit like happy that a lot of this is happening because I feel that there's a great because like throughout this fandom there's been a few moments where we've had to have like these separations, right, from like the real and the fake, right? And I feel that there's another one coming pretty soon, right? And so when this thing happens and when this moment comes, right, I'm going to have a stream that same day, 1000%. And we're gonna like really delve into a lot of these topics, um, you know, more like in depth. But I will just say this for right now, right? When you have certain people that are all aligning that should have different goals, but then they're all trying to get people to not see the Flash movie. That is, that should be very telling. I should say, right? Because, your people that are in opposition to you on one thing, but then, they are teaming up with what is supposedly your allies, and it's like, hold on, like, what's really going on here, right? So, when these things happen, I think that it is very telling, and people tell on themselves without even really giving or without really knowing that they just did, right? So when they try to say like, oh my goodness, like, the Flash is gonna fail, right? But then they were behind the Run with Gun campaign, right? It's like, okay, like, so now, okay, like you just told on yourself, right? So, like these things continue to happen. And so, I know who is going to be on the right side of this, right? And I would just like to say that, there is going to be a moment that is going to come pretty soon where it will be very clear to see and to separate the real fans from the people that are just using these like accounts and stuff to just try to pose as fans. Because you have a lot of that going on. You have a lot of that going on. And not only has the cell movement kind of exposed a whole lot of that, but now you have it happening all over again with the Flash. So yeah, there will be a moment coming. You know what I'm saying? Where we're gonna be getting to a whole lot of the nitty gritty once again. And I'm very excited for that time. And it probably will be happening before the Flash movie comes out. So I'll just say that.
Aren't you going to do I heard you're going to do a Spaces too coming up, right? Another one?
Yes, I was going to do that today, but I got a little caught up before I had to do this stream. So I got a little busy, but I might do it tomorrow. Maybe. Don't quote me. I got cartoons. Yeah, I got cartoons and cereal in the morning, and then I got some other stuff to handle in the day and something that night. But I will try to squeeze in the Spaces pretty soon because I like tapping in with the people on Twitter.
Yes, I'm looking forward. Like, I've been enjoying that you're doing this to really get the information out there, and especially like this right here, because people need to know. yes, you need to know about Snyderverse. This is important because this is the universe that is canon. Like, what the hell? You just need to know about Michael Keaton. No, it starts with these people and these relationships and why it's so important for the character's journey throughout the film.
Right. Hey, I'm just saying, yo, there is a lot of stuff in the works, yo. A lot of stuff, and we are excited about all of it. And I was talking with this is a good Austin earlier. Man, we have so much content planned for y'all, yo. You know, but just yeah, I just wanted to kind of give that little warning shot because it's coming, yo. Look, there is another great separation moment coming. 100%.
You would
100%.
Exodus, the mass exodus.
Yeah, it's gonna be another like
we're gonna have we gotta clean
yo, right? It's like, yo, man, like it's crazy.
I mean, I've seen it. That's why I've been so active. You know, I used to, like I said, be in the shadows, but I've stepped back and I think we have the same perspective as just like people who were supposed to be doing a lot. Why can't you see the big picture and see what this movement is doing? And like you said, after full circle, we should be united, but too many egos are getting in the way because people want to have this clout or that clout. And it doesn't matter like who came up with this or whose idea with this was this, but what matters is that people like you are willing to do what others won't.
And that's why hey, and I appreciate it, but I would just say this, Josh, they're not fans, man. And I'm gonna prove it. Like, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna prove like, no, it ain't gonna be like no, see, because I have realized something, right, within my time on YouTube and Twitter and all this stuff, right, is that, when I say stuff, people like to, Josh, they be printing out transcripts of my shows, yo. They be like, oh my God, they be clipping stuff, like, oh my God, yo, you said this exactly, right? You said this exactly, right? So I like to come with receipts. You know what I'm saying? Because if I don't, you know what I'm saying? But oh no, I'm gonna prove that these people are not fans, yo. And oh yeah, I've been holding on to some stuff for a while, and it's all about to come out pretty soon. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to talk about it. Yo, I've been. Because look, man, you know what? Let me just level, because it's just me and you right now, Josh, right? Ain't nobody else in here. You know what I'm saying? It's just me and you. Like, it's been hard to like, really sit back and like just be watching all this stuff play out. And like, because yo, I log into Twitter and it's like I look at my timeline and it just looks like Matrix code, yo. I just see everybody and what they're doing, and I know what their agendas are, and I know what's really going on. And it's just like I'd be like, like I would rather go try to create some engagement, right? On like Netflix, right? Or go try to engage with the actual fan base or do something else rather than like, just kind of like fight some of these battles. But with what I found out recently that's about to happen pretty soon, I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be that time for me to come out and, really like flex my wings a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And really put some stuff out there that I've been holding on to for quite some time. Because, and it's going to feel good. But stay tuned for that, though.
The thing that I appreciate about you is, it's obviously if you're on YouTube, there's a hustle and there's a grind, but I think your perspective is different than most because I think people are concerned, they hear about this reboot and they're like, okay, well, we got to shift attention to this for the clicks, for the views, and it's just like, you can tell that you're coming from like a fan. Your priority is as a fan of this work and this art. You don't have any other agenda other than helping this community and giving back, and you can tell that in your actions, how you conduct yourself, you know. And I know this fandom, like me, is very emotional and needed an outlet to channel positivity into, and you're doing the right things, guys. So I appreciate the hustle that you continue to do. You, Leon, the Cool Table, everyone, still the Mikey Verse, everybody, because this is exciting. Like I got goosebumps watching this with you, Sky. Like goosebumps.
Hey man, yo.
So thank you.
Look, you know, no, thank you for your words, man, and all that. I really appreciate it. Getting to meet you at Full Circle was super dope. Like I said, honestly, if you didn't wear that cowl on Saturday, I wouldn't have worn the suit on Sunday. That is an absolute fact. Leon and Steele will tell you as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, hell no. I was like, I'm wearing that fucking suit on Sunday. Like, because I was going to wear the Man of Steel on the Man of Steel suit on Friday. Right. But when I saw the thing, like, no costumes, I was like, all right. And then
first day, you know.
Exactly, right. And then I saw you and what you wore on like for day one, and that was kind of borderline. I was like, I could see how that's not an actual costume though. I was like, all right, cool. And then I saw you with the cowl on Saturday. I was like, oh no, I'm wearing this damn suit. So 100%, right. I thank you for your words, right. And what I would say is this, right. Obviously, yes, I do create content, right? But I do this, like, I have a purpose on YouTube. Like, my YouTube purpose was to get on here and to help restore the Snyderverse and bring back Zack's vision at whatever that it was going to take, right? And so, with that being said, like, yes, building relationships and all that is super cool, and getting to meet people and right and do all that is super cool, but like that is secondary to getting the completion of Zack's work, right? And then once we get that done, we can talk about other stuff with like Dreamwalker and all that, right? But that's something totally different. I didn't find out about that till way afterwards. So right. The purpose is and always will be to get a completion of Zack's work. And that is 100% what this is about. And it's all that it will ever be about. Right? That's it. Ain't no more, ain't no funny, wacky business, right? We ain't trying to do stuff to get access, right? Like, if anything, we just showed that we got access without having to do that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Without having to cowtail to anybody or to try to switch up and be different, or to try to like, they talking about this movie. It would be so much easier if I would bash this movie, right? I would be getting way more followers, way more likes and all that stuff. If I just came out and was like, this movie sucks. It disrespects Zack and all that. But, in reality, it don't. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to always stand on what the truth is. You know what I'm saying? And the truth is, this movie does not disrespect, erase, or anything like that, Zack's timeline or work or anything for that matter. So we going to continue to kind of champion this film as it is like a love letter to Zack and the rest of the DC timelines, right? It ain't even just Zack. Right? It's like all of the DC timelines, but it's set. It starts out in the Snyderverse, right? So with that being said, we're going to continue to push this word out. We got ZSJL coming up next pretty soon. I might be even doing that on Sunday, right? And then we're going to try to get in Batman 89 before Friday happens too. So yes.
I haven't seen it yet, so I need to rewatch it. So I'll have to jump in.
Yes. No, we are definitely, this is the real required viewings for the Flash. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got people sitting there like, oh, you don't got to see nothing. You just got to know that that Michael Keaton was Batman. No, you got a lot to watch, and there's a lot to be discussed. So Once again, on Sunday, I will be watching Zack Snyder's Justice League, and I will be pointing out the connectivity from that movie in The Flash. And oh my goodness, it's going to be a lot.
Oh, yes. You better get your notes.
It's going to be a lot.
Get ready to take notes because...
Hey, Ill Life said, don't do ZSJL on Sunday. I'm going to Transformers and Spider-Verse that day. Hey, Spider-Verse is dope. Spider-Verse is dope. I don't know about Transformers, but I have to get ZSJL in on Sunday. It's a really long movie, and that's the last time that I'm going to have before next Friday to get that movie in. And unfortunately, we got to get it done on Sunday. So we will be doing that. And we're probably doing Batman 89 on Wednesday. I'm just putting that out there too.
Perfect. Yeah, because the screenings actually early access start on Monday because that's when I'm seeing it with Necron. So it's important to get ZSJL in there. So you're right. Do that Sunday for sure.
Right? Yeah. And I also will be, y'all gonna be seeing a lot more of me branching out, talking about some other stuff. I'm probably even gonna be streaming, talking about Xbox stuff on Sunday morning too, just to keep it a buck. The Microsoft Game Show, the Microsoft Game Showcase is on Sunday. I'm super excited, man. Look, I'm telling you, man, we got so much stuff coming for y'all, yo. I'm so excited, man.
You about to
right?
Do a 5 times?
No, I'm literally gonna have 3 streams on Sunday. Like I was talking about that earlier with Austin, because I'm probably gonna live stream the Microsoft Game Showcase in the morning on Sunday, and then ZSJL in the afternoon, and then night shift in the evening. So look, I'm telling y'all, man, watch the Steel Nation Sports Network channel. I'm probably about to be dropping some videos over there, like with the homie Austin and Seal. Tell you, look, we working. So we ain't slowing down at all. You know what I'm saying? And we still gonna be doing Twitter Spaces for the sale movement, right? Look, anything, right, that we do is for you guys, right? Everything is with you guys at the forefront of every thought, every choice, every decision that is made, right? And it will continue to be that way. So, see the Flash. Wait, what's today? Today's Friday. We'll be back at y'all tomorrow morning, cartoons and cereal, watching Justice League Animated over on the Good Austin channel. You know what I'm saying?
Is it part 2 of Eclipse? Is that what it was? Part 2 of Eclipse?
Yes. Okay. Part 2 of Eclipse, right? Episode number 14.
Okay.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Episode 14. So we got so much stuff planned for you guys, We ain't going nowhere. We ain't slowing down. We like, I don't know what they talking about, While they talk, we gonna keep working.
Put in the work. Just keep on going.
Right. Oh my God. I'm so happy that Necron is gonna see the Flash with you on Monday, bro. That's super dope. Thanks for taking the cool table, homie, to the theater with you. You know what I'm saying? And getting him that early viewing.
I need to hear it. Yeah, his reaction and his thoughts, because I know with his, metal background, I said in a tweet earlier, I said the Flash is perfect, and Keaton, Batfleck, and Supergirl are metal as fuck. So
yeah,
I can't see his genuine reaction.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Nah, this is gonna be super dope. I can't wait. We got so much stuff coming for you guys. And just stay tuned, Stay tuned, because the Syndicate Network is about to start in. Mad work, Mad work. So look, anything else that you want to say before we get on out of here, Josh?
No, just I genuinely got it's so cool just hanging out with you on here and literally talking through the whole movie, but getting goosebumps like I was in a theater. So thanks for having me, inviting me on. One of my favorite movies of all time, still a masterpiece. the dawn of justice leads right into Zack Snyder's Justice League. So not only will I be there tomorrow for cartoons and cereal, I got to be there on Sunday as well.
Hey, I got to get me a Flash T-shirt, right, for the opening of the film. Oh man, I got to get something dope.
I'll do some. I actually have a few websites open where I'm looking for the same thing. So I'll send you some links if I find some, because I've been looking.
Oh yeah.
So I'll send you some links for.
Right. Speaking about links and shirts, head on over to inktothepeople.com/ZSJL. No, sell ZSJL, right? Because we got shirts over there right now. Martian Manhunter and Justice League shirts right now. All right. So head on over there and make sure you cop one. All the proceeds go, of course, to AFSP, right? And you will be supporting a great cause while copping some fire merch in the same time, right? So, yo, you guys are all great. Thank you for everybody that came up and rocked out. And for everybody that's going to be on replay crew, y'all make sure to enjoy BBS Watch Along, right? We about to get on up out of here. We will see you guys next time. Catch y'all tomorrow on Night Shift. Peace.